Oh, hello,
Hello.
live from.
Well, from Swindon and London.
Let's pretend we're in Poland.
If only. It looks
Yeah,
nice. The weather looks
imagine
nice.
we're sunbathing in that stadium there.
Yeah, it does actually look very nice. Yeah, it's a shame there's no commentary, so we thought we'd do it for you,
We'll do our
impromptu.
best.
We don't know much about what's going on, but long jumps happening. um, yeah, I don't.
Blame the host broadcaster for the images. I think that's a
Yeah,
key
does
part
have
of
to do those.
broadcasting.
Um, it's been all right so far. I thought the Brits did well in the four hurdles. Chalmers was second, I think. I can't remember now. I already
Oh,
forgot.
I'll get the results
But
up.
Lena Nielsen, she did a good race, got the win. Even with a few stutters, I think she could probably dip under 55 had she not had a few little stutters in there. But solid race.
Yeah,
Um,
not necessarily the strongest of fields, but can only beat who's there on the day, really.
yeah, yeah. I think in terms of the countries to look out for, I think obviously the Germans are always going to be strong, but the Italians have got a very good team. So yeah, looking forward to seeing how they progress over the weekend.
And Poland, of course, is strong as ever.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're getting women's hundred. We just saw both the hundreds, and our favourite little misconsonants came through in the main one.
Piasz.
Yes, we're not going to try and pronounce all the names.
Yeah, so we've got this women's steeplechase just starting. So we've got. Uh, I have to confess, not necessarily the. I don't recognise too many of these names.
Well, apparently I'm too quiet.
Oh, I'll
Is that?
boost you.
Thank you. Not like anyone really needs to hear me so much. Um,
Okay. I'll
yes,
put.
so this is the women's
Is
steeplechase. Is what?
speak up in the chat if that's any better for
Yeah,
Chris.
is the volume better?
But
Um, I've got my microphone plugged in. It's all been a bit of slapdash because we weren't sure if we were going to do this or not, but we thought it'd be fun.
Duracell4, thank you for the follow, and also Maisie Grice, a late replacement for Pratt. Yeah, there's been lots of late replacements to the British team. It was a
Yeah, because Amy Pratt raced in Manchester, didn't she? Just what, 2 days ago? Was that Thursday night? Yeah. So I guess maybe she just didn't fancy doing too many back-to-back races, and obviously that's her home track in Manchester, where she trains. But yeah, they're off in the steeplechase.
yeah.
Me and Alex are
Okay.
both watching on the red button on the actual telly, so I don't know if we're ahead of people on iPlayer or if we're going to be behind because the stream's delayed.
Yeah. Uh,
So we'll
right. I've
see.
adjusted my computer volume. That may have
I can,
helped a bit.
I can just bring the microphone here as well, if that
Oh, we've got
helps.
some ASMR going.
Hello.
The A in ASMR stands for athletics.
um, yeah, so I don't know what are we expecting from this steeplechase.
Oh.
Uh,
Uh,
I'm just
let's get
looking
the
all
start.
the start list up.
Oh, that's not the start list apparently. That's the entries.
Is it the live? Do we get live results coming through on the?
Here we go. Start. Yeah, we go. So we've got so Polish athlete Kornichek has the fastest personal best there. She's sort of sitting in the middle of the pack at the moment. It's sort of weird seeing a steeplechase with this smaller field, to be honest.
Yeah, and well, I mean, it's not going to be the greatest standard. I mean, we had the nice, good race at the Diamond League, which was won in what, nine flattish, wasn't it? I think yesterday.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I'm not sure we can expect too much from Maisie here. She's not broken 10 minutes yet, so this is good experience. Good to get some points. Obviously, it's
yeah.
all about points, really, isn't it? This weekend, as we saw in the women's hammer earlier. I don't know if you saw any of that, but um, Mayo was basically just got a safety throw in after two fouls. She just basically threw it to get some points. Um, but yeah, because they only have four attempts in the field events. Um, yeah,
As
this
they
is not
may
looking.
say, can we provide a comprehensive summary of Maisie Grice's career in current form? Honest answer, no.
I mean, to be honest, British steeplechasing is pretty good at the moment on the women's side. When Lizzie Bird ran what 9:26 overnight, I think. She's gone to number two on the all-time list. Obviously, Rosie Clark and Amy Pratt. They're all trying to get Barbara Parker's national record. So it's those three that will probably be going to Tokyo. So
I was
we'll get.
wondering how long it was before we mentioned Barbara Parker.
We got there within about 2 minutes of the race
Yeah,
start.
the woman, the myth, the legend.
But no, I think yeah. Well, I guess Maisie will just be looking to break 10 minutes. That's what we're going to try and say.
Yeah,
Um, we've got some throws going on as well. I think there's this women's discus that's just started.
it
Yeah,
looks that way.
looks like it's a discus.
I take it there's no final three format going on here.
No, but they only get 4 throws. That's the thing.
Oh, of course, that is the.
That's the rule. So
Yeah,
looks like Kirsty Law's already in third place with a 58.13.
yeah. She being a late replacement to the team.
And here she is. She's about
Yeah.
to throw now in the second round. Yeah, it'd be nice if she could get close to 60 meters today. Let's see how she goes with this one. That looked pretty decent from the throw that I saw.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Only landed around 54 meters, but it's hard to tell. When we went a bit too high.
Yeah, she
What do we
didn't
think?
look delighted with that, but
What do we think about the 100-meter performances from the Brits? Disappointing,
Well,
I think.
yeah, particularly from Marnie, I think she'll definitely. But yeah, same for OG. It's not necessarily a top class field for either race, and I think that going into that, you'd hope that they would take the win there. That there would be a pretty comfortable win on paper.
Yeah, I thought maybe 4 would win the men's, but yeah, OJ should definitely have been top 3. So to only be
Yeah.
5th there with a 10.46, that's disappointing. And yeah, I mean, it's a bit frustrating with him and Damali to some extent. You kind of want them to have this massive breakthrough moment, and I kind of
Yeah.
thought that came with OJ when he won the trials in 2019, but he's still not quite pushed on since then. So it's a little bit frustrating.
But then I suppose that this isn't going to feature high on their priorities for this season. A lot of them, it's been a late call up.
Yeah.
It's still early in the season, so I suppose there's maybe we don't need to read too much into it. Maybe they could still find some late season form working
Yeah.
towards Tokyo.
But then the flip side, if you're an OJ and you're on the fringes of making the team for Tokyo, even in the relay, you want to put in a good performance. You want to be showing that that you can compete. And if you're finishing 5th at the European Team Champs, you're not going to be making it out of the heats in Tokyo. So I know
Very
that's a bit
true,
harsh,
yeah.
but in Amani, it was a close race. To be fair, they were all kind of crossed the finish line in a line. But I think I think she would have expected to have run a low 11.2. So yeah, I think maybe even a high, 11.1 or something. But yeah, 11.27 I think it was, wasn't it, that she got?
But yeah, European under-20 lead for this Miss Continents in first there.
So I just look. Jamie just said, I heard a brief mention of Barbara Parker, so I obviously had to sign up. Cheers, Jamie.
Thank you for the follow.
Yeah, as long as you're following us, that's the main thing. We need to
Yes.
get to 50 followers, so we're nearly there. We're on like 42, I think.
Yes, we're going for that Twitch affiliate status.
So yeah, the steeplechase still happening. 3 months to go. To be fair, they're down to just 5 of them now. Maisie's in 7th, which is obviously last because there's only 7 countries competing this year because Ukraine pulled out due to COVID positives. So I guess it's tough when you're on your own at the back. You just need to kind of keep pushing on. Hope she can get a good time. But it looks like it's a decent-ish pace.
Yeah, it's they're going for what 9:50 at the moment. I'm looking in standard definition, so it's hard to tell. 9:49.
Yeah, pace is there. So yeah, this is decent actually. So she'll be hoping to maybe pick off the Portuguese athlete who just dropped off the back, and now the French athlete's just starting to tail off as well. So yeah, it's all about points. So yeah, hopefully we can pick off maybe the Portuguese athlete at the back, but the gaps are getting bigger.
Yeah, it looks like it's growing. I wouldn't put too much hope on that.
But
so
I
it's
guess
dropped down to 4 now. Germany, Spain, Italy, Poland, and Italy looks like they're going to be dropping off away from this pack a bit.
Yeah, I think I guess would we say the Germans are maybe the warm favourite? I don't know.
Yeah. Irina Sanchez doing well, leading at the moment. She's holding the inside line. See what she's got left in the tank for the final few laps.
Yeah, this could be a little bit of a. I mean, the good thing about the steeplechase I always find is that it is often run quite a good pace. It's not often a cagey affair just because of the nature of the event with the barriers. So
Yeah,
it's nice that it is. It often is just like who can hang on to the back, and it does look like the German and the Spanish athlete are starting to maybe force the pressure a little bit now. Maybe the
but
well, it's hard to tell. Is
yeah,
the Polish athlete struggling or not? She looks like she's moving her head around, but also
it's
other
they're
margins
keeping within. Oh, a little bit of a scrap on the
elbows.
water jump there. I was about to say that the Polish athlete looked like she was just holding pace, but now she's moved up into second.
She's no what was her name? Violetta Jankovic. Was that her name? Famous. She's a tall Polish steeplechaser in like the mid 2000s. She's always competed at every Diamond League. She was basically the Renata Police before Renata Police.
Something about the Polish distance runners.
Yes. But no, this is maybe it's just between these two now, I think, and the pace is picking up because they're on for 9:41 apparently. Yeah, this is looking good.
I was going to say that they both look quite comfortable. I think the Polish athlete had a bit of a scrappy jump there, but she's still keeping pace with the German, still right on her shoulder.
Yeah, we saw how well the Polish athlete took the water jump on the last lap, sneaking on the inside. I bet she's going to try and do the same thing here. Actually, she looks like she's keeping close to the curve, and yeah, she's doing it. She's going up the inside. This is good. I love. That's great steeplechase tactics.
It's wonderful.
It's exactly.
I also think in terms of like undertaking on the motorway, that's very dangerous.
It's exactly what Emma Coburn did at London 2017 when she won the gold. Absolute genius. Just sneak on the inside on the water jump, and she's over the last barrier. And another Polish win in front of the Polish. Is there a crowd?
There is a crowd. I can just about hear their cheering, albeit a very sparse crowd due to the nature of the times we live in.
Yeah, 9:35 winning time. I think Amy Pratt, had she been there, probably would have won that.
Yeah.
I think she's probably in that kind of shape, and obviously Lizzie Bird ran 9:26 yesterday. So shame that we couldn't send one of our big three for this, but
especially given Britain's strength over the 3,000 meters at the European indoors this year.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll wait to see if Maisie can at least get a PB. She's not yet to cross the line. I can't even see if she crossed the line yet. Oh no, it's just not finished yet. I think she'll be just outside. But still, good experience. And a point on the board.
And yeah, just got the team standings up here. Well, doesn't include the steeplechase just yet, but prior to that event, Italy were leading with 39 points. That should definitely help. Well, Poland will be overtaking Britain with that performance there. Spain will also be going up in the rankings.
I guess in terms of relegation, it looks like it will just be Portugal already.
Yeah. I think they're not often in. Well, I suppose they probably are, but not often in the top league. And with it being reduced to 8 teams now,
yeah, exactly.
Which I think is
with Ukraine already being relegated. It will be them, which is a shame. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see the wins, like you say, because Poland are strong. They're at home. They've sent a good team. Italy have got a very strong team in general at the moment. Britain are always going to be a factor. The Germans are strong. The French have got some good events. And obviously, even the Spaniards as well. So this is going to be really interesting over the next 2 days.
Nice to see the steeplechasers all lining up for a photo at the end, sort of almost tap on decathlon style. You don't.
That rarely happens, but yeah, 10, 18, 49 for Maisie. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
A few seconds off a PB. But everyone else under 10 minutes. So, and a PB for Palou there of France. What's up next? I've not even got a start list or anything.
I'll be honest, I was not well prepared for today. This was a half an hour ago. I did not think I'd be live at this time, but hey.
Same. We didn't even think we were doing this, but the BBC can't bother to bring a commentary. We will do it for you.
We'll do our best at least. So the next on the track.
So just looking at the chat, it's been very good. They've been giving loads of information here. Thank you for all this. Portugal pretty much got promoted entirely on the back of a handful of Netherlands relay shockers. Yeah, I think that's what happened last time, wasn't it? The Dutch did they get disqualified or not finish and missed out on promotion?
Yeah, I think that'll be particularly embarrassing for the Netherlands given their recent strength over the relays, but
I'm assuming they're in like the next league then, trying to
I
obviously get
presume
promotion.
so. And I'd, without seeing their team, I'd guess that they would be the favourites to be promoted.
Yeah, already. Right, high jump man, William Grimsey, 225, representing Great Britain.
Let's. So yeah, he's probably not particularly well favoured in this field. He's got one of the lower personal bests.
I mean, obviously Tamberi is the star of the field.
Yeah, it'll be a big shocker if he doesn't win here.
Yeah, I mean, if Will gets close to his personal best, he's not going to be far off the top three. It all depends how they do. I mean, it is literally Tamberi on his own, and then the
Yeah,
rest reasonably close. I mean, again, it's not the strongest field,
but
but yeah, it should be a make for a good competition. Good to see Tamberi turn up actually for something like this. He doesn't.
yeah,
I guess the Italian team is very strong, so maybe he feels like they've got a chance of winning. Definitely top three overall. Yeah,
cameraman's definitely focusing on Grimsey there.
it's really interesting actually. When the cameraman just seems to default to the British athletes because when the women's 100 finished, they were focused on Amani. It was like she didn't win. The Polish girl won. Good to her. Yeah, and obviously the Polish athletes because they're at home. So what's the next race on the track?
Next on the track will be the women's 800 metres, which will start at 4:04. So interesting, actually pretty decent field here. We've got Ellie Baker, we've got Esther Guerrero, Christina Herring.
Wow.
So actually some pretty decent names here.
Yeah, and obviously Baker's in great form at the moment with that PB just outside 2 minutes. Guerrero's yet to run over 8 this year, I think, in outdoors. But she's looking pretty decent over 15. Yeah, so this could be a good race.
Yeah, definitely. Are we in? Do you think we'll be seeing Ellie Baker managing to dip under 2 minutes, or is it not right
Maybe
race
not.
for that?
Yeah, maybe not today. But I think in general, I think it'll happen this season. Definitely. She's running. I mean, when you think she's part of the same training group as Elliot Giles and Carl Langford, her boyfriend, training with John Bigg, Mr. Sally Gunnell. To those of you that don't know, so yeah, good training group going on there. So obviously it's that when you've got someone in your training group like Elliot who's run second fastest ever indoors, that's got to spur you on for the outdoors. And obviously Elliot herself had a good indoor season.
Yeah.
Making the final of the European indoors. So,
and
to be honest, I can see her winning. I can see her winning that race.
Yeah, and I mean, with there being such strength over across the middle distances for British runners at the moment, they should be able. Hopefully, they'll be able to spur each other on to even greater times, even if they do have to compete a lot more domestically than they would perhaps want to at the moment.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, as we've shown, they're still running decent times in the UK, and I guess those that have gone to America have obviously been running pretty well as well. So maybe being in one place for a long time is actually working well for a lot of people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who have probably withdrawn from the team, and a lot of people that didn't turn down going to Gateshead. They've just decided to stay in America. I think Holly Archer did that. She decided to stay out in America a bit longer. So yeah, why not get a good training block in, and then trials is the big one for the distance runners for sure because it's going to be intense.
Yeah, and trials. I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to that this year. I think there's so many interesting battles within the British squads. We've got Grimsey coming in at 2 meters here in the high jump.
I mean, it's a great competition when they're coming in at 2 meters, but
yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen the GOTS results from the. Well, have they done? Have they done the high jump yet?
They are doing the high jump at the moment.
It'll be interesting to see if anyone comes in not comes in, but obviously clears how many clear 2 meters.
Speaking of GOTS, I can't find a decent live results from them. I found gone to the forecaster, but
yeah, we'll mention that the GOTS hyper meeting is happening in Austria, which is the big multi-events competition of the year. Happens every year, although it obviously didn't happen last year. But that's taking place, and it's solid decathlon field. Maybe a slightly weaker heptathlon field, but it's been good so far. I
Yeah,
enjoyed. I watched the sprints this morning. Damien Warner with a 10-1-4 over 100
yeah.
meters.
Not quite his world decathlon best from of 10-1-2 from 2019, but 200s off. I don't think he'll be complaining about that at all.
Yeah, as the German commentator said, "Das ist fantastisch." So I absolutely love that.
And he also had a very good long jump as well. Was it 8 meters 20? Oh, I've got it here.
Yeah, I've not
28.
checked. Oh, decent. Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, that would probably win here as well. So Damien Warner probably would have won the two of the events here at the European Team Champs. Is this the final round of the discus, or is it still round? Yeah, I think it is. Is it, or is it round 3?
Round 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Sadly, Simon Ahammer had another disaster in Gotsis. He no marked in the long jump, but it looks like he's still continuing on with the competition. He still at least did the shot put, so at least he's trying to gain some experience from that, which I think for an athlete of his age would be quite smart to do.
Definitely. Okay, here's Kirsty Law in the discus circle. Let's see what she can do. Can she get an improvement on that 58.13? She looks, well, it's 56.5 probably. She looks, oh, she's smiling. I think she's
it's respectable. And I mean, well, she's up in third at the moment. It's looking good for her. She's getting a decent number of points for the British team there.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure. I mean, these are the kind of the women's throws in particular. Maybe we've suffered on them in the last few years, but with the shot improving, it seems like maybe this will be a good event to pick up some big points.
Yeah. Not sure if we mentioned this in the chat. Grimsey jumped a PB of 2:25 last weekend, so hopefully he can get near that again today. So that well, if he's in that sort of form, even if he is coming in at 2 meters, we'll keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah, maybe it'll be a good weekend for the high jump because I think we've got Emily Borthwick going in the women's, who obviously jumped PB in Gateshead last week.
Our chat is very much better informed than we are because Tamberi DNS in the high jump. We did not know that. We were just.
I thought I didn't. I don't remember seeing him when we did the start list because obviously we went through them all and I was like, did I miss him? So obviously he can't be bothered to turn up. Which is a shame. I mean, I guess it's a shame in the fact that obviously he's a big name and he would have easily won, but it does make for a better competition now because it is kind of wide open.
Yeah. I'm hoping that they don't all foul out at the same height and that we do get a bit of competition going.
I'm sure we will. Yeah, it looks like it's shaping up to be a good high jump. Yeah, what are you looking forward to for the rest of the weekend? I think we've already mentioned obviously the women's 8. I guess the relays are always good fun at the at the team champs.
Yeah, sometimes a shot putter may be entered in. It's good fun.
I mean, we should mention Jake Whiteman's team captain for Britain. I guess I'm looking forward to seeing him.
Yeah, I believe if I can see it on here, it's the women's shot put, which it hasn't already taken place, has it?
I don't think so. We've already had the hammer, so I guess.
So there's men's is tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow. I think we've got a pretty strong field here. We've got Dongmo, we've got Sophie McKenna, Chiara Rosa, another absolute Atletico favourite, and I mean with Sarah Gambetta, you can never discount the Germans. So I think this could be a really strong competition here.
Yeah, definitely. That's one to definitely look out for. Yeah, I mean, I think what else I looked at. Yeah, I think I'm looking forward to the men's distances. Like I said, Jake Whiteman's going, and what else was I looking forward to?
Jake's going in the 800, isn't he?
Yes, I think was it the 15? Yeah, 15 to got Gressier and Lewandowski in.
Ah, right.
I mean, I've seen these are the starters that I have. I mean, they're probably all withdrawn since then.
Yeah.
Good question in the chat. What would be classed as a disappointing distance for Vetter in the javelin? Of course, we've got Vetter in the javelin, who, every time he takes the runway, you think, oh, is he going to throw 95? What's going to happen? So, I think I guess he always wants to throw 90 when he's this in the form he's in now. What do you think?
Well, he looked pretty disappointed with 94 meters in Ostrava, to be honest. Um, but I think, yeah, given the recent form he's been in, I think everything been pretty much 90 meters at every. He's had a throw over 90 meters at pretty much every competition this year. So, I suppose anything below that, but at the same time, anything that far at the European Team Championships would be insane to think, really.
Yeah, I wonder what actually have we got the record of that? What's the championship record? I wonder if that is something that could go. I just assume it's Zelezny that's got it, but that's just me assuming.
Men's javelin throw. Does it include the? Maybe I got on the official report.
Oh, is it not actually on there? Is it?
Championship record: Tero Pitkamaki, 82.27 in 2017.
Well, I'd say that's his target, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I wonder if this is the championship record for the team champs as opposed to the European Cup.
That may be true.
I don't know if they changed it or not, but
we'll have a look at a women's record. That'll be a good indication.
Very true. Yeah, meanwhile, high jump's still going on. They're clearing 210 at the moment.
Well, that says Daphne to be on 200. I mean, that was 22.45 in the women's 200. That they must have done something faster in the 80s.
I'm going to rely on just on Wikipedia to see what they say. Obviously, anyone in the chat, if you have got any questions or stats or anything, we'll happily read them out.
The women's triple jump will be an interesting battle. Our chat is saying, Astrolabe saying, yeah, Momona, Pelotero, Vetter, stacked field. Eckhart.
Actually, yeah, I'm really looking to see how well Better gets on because she was she did jump a PB in Gateshead. It was just the fact it was marginally over the wind, so it didn't count. But yeah, and Momona again, we saw how well she jumped indoors, and Pelotero's great in the last round. So yeah, that's going to be a really good jumping, hopefully all around.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be quite competitive there. Juristol saying 92.41 for Aki Parvainen in 2001 as the European Cup record.
Okay, yeah, I think cool. Yeah, so I'm just looking at it. It is actually European Team Champs records that are on the screen and stuff like that. So as you can see, the Yulia Krevson has the 800-meter championship record from 2009 in this women's 8.
I mean, they talk about sort of wanting to rewrite lots of world records. Maybe that's the solution, that you just slightly rename the event, or at least you can change championship records.
Yeah.
It was, given that the IAAF changed to World Athletics, it's no longer the IAAF World Championship, so all the records have to go.
Exactly. Right, so this is a good race. We're looking forward to this. Guerrero in lane 7, Herring in lane 6. I mean, they have the annoying Euro rank numbers next to them, which kind of doesn't really translate into what form they're in.
No, I don't really understand anything to do with these ranking things, anything to do with athletics.
It just seems to be a random number they put next to their names. But we're thinking it's going to be Baker, Herring, and Guerrero, right, for this?
Yes. I should think so. But this is sort of... We do get surprises at the European Team Championships. You get an unknown name who really sort of often taking the opportunity to just show what they're capable of.
Charlene Thomas, she was great at that. If anyone remembers British teams in previous years, I mean, and Helen Clitheroe or Helen Patterson as she was back in 2000, when she won it.
And just judged back in 2013 as well. She just...
Yes. Definitely.
Very strong performance from her back then.
Hopefully we can get sub 2 minutes in this race, but I'm not. Well, it depends if it's tactical or not. But I think Baker will make it a true run race, as Brendan Foster would say. Okay, they're about to start. Well, they've gone on my field. Have they gone on your screen?
No, they've gone now for me.
Oh, I'm a little bit ahead of you.
You're ahead on the red button. I'm ahead on BBC Two.
That's how it works. Yeah, well, they've set off.
So yeah, Sarnas seems to be taking the lead at the break.
I always feel like Herring should lead because she's just so tall. I just worry that she's going to trip over.
She does very much dwarf the rest of the field.
Baker's
And
slotted into third as they
yeah,
go around the first bend. Guerrero's obviously like she's always like near the front as well.
yeah.
Um, yeah, the usual suspects are taking the lead. I think the
Looks
Portuguese
like
actually already looks like she's struggling a little bit at the back.
yeah, it looks like they're taking it out to a reasonable pace here.
Yeah, so far so good. But equally, it's a little bit. I don't know. The Italians obviously making it a decent pace, but she's not going too hard. She's keeping it solid. But yeah, what they're going through the bell in here. They're going through in 59.5. That's decent.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it is the Italian a bit of a sitting duck here for Baker, Guerrero, and Herring. Um, who's going to strike first round the back straight? Guerrero's pulled out wide,
Oh
trying
yeah.
to go past. Yep.
Some
Oh,
injection of pace on
Herring
her.
just elbowed the Italian out of the
Oh.
way on the inside.
It was
Wow.
very much like, yeah, I am coming through here. Please move out of my way.
Yeah, but she looks like she's already. Yeah, now the Italian's gone straight past her again because maybe she went a bit too soon to Herring. But Baker's leading this. She's got this won, I
Yeah,
think.
it looks comfortable, that
Guerrero's already
lead.
kind of treading water a little bit as they're coming into the home straight. The Italians the only going to be the only threat, I think. But Baker's got a good 5 meter lead here. Herring's the only one chasing her down, but I don't think she'll catch her. Oh, I don't know. Maybe Herring's
Oh,
really
she
finishing
does have the
strong.
long limbs to help
Oh
her.
no! Harry, just get over the line. This is
Oh,
going to be
come on.
really close. Oh, well
Come
done. She got
on.
it. Wow, good time as well. Under two. Is it 20 under 201? I think.
201, yeah,
Yeah,
to
2095.
unofficial Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, that
So
was. Whew, we got. I was getting a bit worried. I'd called that she'd won it with 100 meters to go. What am I doing? Get that on the BBC.
and
Yeah, no,
yeah,
good race. Good race from her. To be under 201 actually in a tactical race like that shows that's good for like when she goes to Tokyo and she's going to be doing heats and semis and stuff. Assuming
yeah.
she makes the team, that's the kind of race that you'd expect her to come through. So yeah, no, really good race from Eddie there.
And yeah, if she can run a time like that in that sort of race, then yeah, it's further confidence to her that she can break 2 minutes there.
Yeah, and as the chat just said, second fastest time she's done. I think. Yeah, I agree. I think that is probably. I don't remember her breaking 201 before that 200.24 that she did the other week. So yeah, we've seen she's wintered well. Good indoor season. Oh, the middle distance in the UK at the moment is so
Yeah.
exciting.
I think a few people might have to move up to the steeplechase, to be
Well,
honest.
we've been saying it for years. Yeah, Herring not quite. Yeah, Herring had that. She ran a weird last 300, I think. There, pushed her way through, but then didn't seem to have enough, and then got herself in a messy position, and probably could have won that had she got her tactics a bit better.
She's looking absolutely delighted with that that victory there.
Yeah, it shows the pace of the race that there's 2 PBs and 3 seasons best in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, good race.
I mean, it does with Guerrero. It does seem to be perhaps a bit of a recurring theme that she's not quite pacing her races quite right. She looked very awkward on that final 200, and a similar thing happened at the European indoors.
Yeah, she likes to attack and be near the front, and I feel like she often thinks about a position more than what's going to happen in the last 100 meters when she does often run through treacle a little bit. Obviously, gets a bit of lactic, but yeah, Guerrero, frustrating athlete to support, I think, if you're a Spanish fan.
Looks like the men's shot putters are lining up here. We're seeing it on the camera. So we've got Heretic and Francisco Bello, who was so we've got silver medalists from Turin as well as fourth place. Fabry could potentially feature here.
And Scott Lincoln's got good pedigree in this competition. Was he? I seem to remember he did well last time.
Yeah.
He's someone who I think when he gets the British vest on him does actually put out a good performance. So I'd love to see him for a big today.
Yeah. Yeah, it does feel that the field events are putting on much better quality of standard of competition, or at least standard of athletes, than perhaps a lot of the track races.
Yeah, definitely. But this is a good one to watch. Well, I hope you're enjoying our commentary so far. It's been fun. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, loving hearing the insight from everyone in the chat. So
Yeah, I mean we've been going
thank you
for
for your contributions.
over half an hour now, and I feel like it's flown by. We've managed to fill a lot of dead air between competitions. Oh, Herring just been
Oh,
disqualified. Good news from the chat. Um, well, I mean, I'm not surprised. She did elbow her way through.
yeah,
In a way, it kind of hindered her more than the Italian, but I don't know. That probably would have a bit of effect on the overall competition for someone at Herring who would have expected to have brought home a lot of points. To lose that 6 points they've thrown away there potentially.
yeah. Rule TR17 2.2.
Which we
I don't
obviously
have
know
the
off the
rule
top of
book
our
note with me,
we know that off the
but
top of our heads. I'm assuming it's just elbow.
yeah,
Don't
and a
do it.
very unnecessary elbow at that.
Yeah. Okay, Scott Lincoln's first to throw in the shot. Let's see what he can do. What can we expect from him?
Ooh. So it was season's best is 20 meters 29.
Okay,
Uh,
let's hope he can get over 20 meters in this first
yeah,
throw. Let's have a look how he goes. Oh, and it's yeah, I think now he's over 20 meters. It could even be
yeah,
around his season's best.
yeah. That looks. I'd guess about 20. Yeah, but about there. I was going to say about 20, 30 based on my just my eyes looking. So
Yes, we're doing this on the naked eye. We have no stats. We've got the same information that you have. But yeah, it looks around 20. Yeah, 2020 ish.
oh, awful year.
Oh yeah, let's okay. We'll say 2021. That's our prediction.
Jostling
Uh,
obstruction. Yeah. So yeah, was
oh,
the.
apparently that was bang on 20 meters.
Oh right.
So maybe the lines are a little bit, I don't know, skew but yeah, it looked a little bit further than 20. But hey, 20 meters first row. That's a good marker.
I've just seen that Marta Koala's going in the 200 in Gertzes.
So we're just showing the replay of the DQ there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I mean, yeah,
Oh,
the
that was like I
Italian was
didn't
definitely moved.
I didn't realize how much she actually pushed her.
Yeah,
I
I didn't.
sort
I just thought she squeezed through, but no, that was a proper
of
moving you out the way.
yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a big impact for the German team, I think.
I mean, yeah, that will cost quite a few points. That was what she finished in. Well, yeah, she finished in second, and so
Yeah,
that's
6 points have dropped. I guess they're only scoring up to 7. I mean, let's see how Bello does it. The shot put is going to be what we'll hope Portugal will be hoping will get them out of a bit of a hole
yeah.
with Dongbo in the women's.
Although, I mean, at the moment they are 12.5 points behind sixth place Spain.
Oh,
So
I'm not even sure he got that in the sector.
yeah, with Britain have moved up to second in the team standings. We've got 44 points. Italy still in first with 51. Germany third, 43.5.
Yeah, well, that's already affected Germany, hasn't it?
Why is the result not showing? Here we are. Going, always representing the strength of German shot putting.
And that's a foul. Oh. I'm sure he's no relation to Udo Bayer from the 80s.
Hopefully we don't see any DQs for TR 4.4.3 competing without bona fide effort.
Is that an actual rule?
Well, I suppose it's like with is it McLuffy?
Oh yeah, with his that's true. Maybe. I'm impressed with the beard so far in this shot put.
Damn.
Look at this one.
Damn, Tobalina. I think that Spain deserve extra points just for that beard.
I shouldn't have had a shave this morning. I just had a shave. I was like, I went 3 weeks without having a shave. It's the longest I've ever gone, and look what I could have had. But yeah, Scott Lincoln leading so far. This is a good start.
Of course, we do have a Heretic, well, yet to throw, and Bellow without a valid mark just yet. But still, it's definitely a field that he could get a decent finish here.
Yeah, definitely. It's I think he was top 3 or top 4 last time. I can't remember. Let me just see if I can find that out. But yeah, let me look at the last results. I forgot the last team champs was also in Poland.
Yeah.
It's like Poland does love it.
Well, this was a relatively last minute replacement for Belarus, wasn't it?
Of course, yeah.
Can you imagine if it was in Belarus at the moment?
Yes. Well, they just cancelled the European Cycling Championships there, haven't they?
Yeah.
European Cycling Championships were going to be held there, but I think they're trying to find a new place to hold them.
I'm sure there's a velodrome in Britain that would happily host them.
Manisha just said on the chat that they're already down to 4 in the high jump. Let's bring up the live results of that and see what's happening. The bar's at 220.
Well, good to see that William Grimsey's still in there, even with one failure at 216 before a second round clearance. Not a vintage field, but it could be competitive still.
I'm not sure we've ever had a high jump that might have lasted less time than the shot put.
Well, I suppose that the throwers do deserve some airtime, even if it is only on the red button.
Exactly. And with no commentary.
Yes.
Yeah, so Grimsey was second time over 216, so he's in second, or joint second with 2 others. Yeah, but again, he's looking good for some points.
Yeah. Just see another window I'm going to get up.
Yeah, it's hard. I'm just bringing up all the stats I can find. I guess we should probably mention, obviously, things like Sophie Hitchens retired, if you didn't already know. No, she obviously didn't compete in the hammer here. So she's done well. She was always ever present at major champs for Britain in the hammer.
Yeah, it's disappointing that we won't see her compete again, given that, wow, Olympic bronze medalists, such an incredible achievement, and I think it's often overlooked. In that, Britain won a medal in the hammer throw.
Yeah, definitely.
Remarkable. And I remember watching her at the 2012 Olympics. I was there that day, and she set a British record to make that final, and the crowd was going absolutely mad for her. And I saw her in M&S afterwards as well.
So. Yeah. Sophie's championship record are very good. I think that 4th place in Beijing as well, but Rio was that moment to once for her left. You're gonna have to throw a national record to win a medal, and she did it.
And it's sort of like she had quite a few 4th places at major championships, and it's great that getting into the medals finally happened at the Olympic Games.
Yeah.
And knocking Betty Heidler out of the medals there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's huge. Okay, let's go through the lineup of the men's 5,000 meters. There's Cripper. I think would he be the favourite for this? I feel like he should be.
Yeah. So just Grimsey's over at the first attempt on 220.
Oh, good. This is good. You're keeping us across things. There's a lot going on.
Let's just go back to it. Here we are.
Yeah, I guess Cripper should be the favourite for this. I remember seeing him in Berlin. Was it at the European Champs? He won a medal, I feel. Memory tells me.
I seem to remember, through the alcohol, For us, that is.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how Tom Mortimer can features in this field. Sort of ranks in the middle there.
Yeah, he's definitely quicker than the Polish athlete and the Ukrainian's not there. I'm just looking at the old start list. But yeah, he's going to be. Well, he's running his personal best this year. He's only 22, so yeah, this could be a day to maybe depending on the pace, but it looks like Gripper's taking it out at a decent pace. They're
Yeah.
already in single file, so it could be a day to nick a few seconds off that PB, or just have a good race and try and finish as high as he possibly can.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, Viacek of Poland going straight to the back of the pack there, given his much slower times on paper here. But yeah, looking good for Gripper there.
We've got some good intel on the chat here. Mortimer, the British athlete, had to pull out of the GB trials for the European Indoor Champs due to injury, but the Stroud AC athlete has regained fitness and form in the last couple of months. So this is great intel from the chat.
It is.
So yeah, I think he could do all right. I think if he can finish, I mean, it's annoying we don't have the BBC statistician Mark Butler giving us his predictions of where British athletes should finish, which I always love. It's like, well, he did better than we were expecting.
Yeah, it's that sort of thing that it does help, sort of, because you can't expect a win from everybody, obviously.
But no, I think if he can be top 5 here, maybe even top 4, that'll be a good result.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like they're not, they're going at a reasonable pace. We'll wait for them to tell us the pace on the screen.
Carlos Mayer going. Oh, I'm looking at the start list. That doesn't help. 2:09 for 800 meters. For Mayo in front.
Yeah, it looks like there's not going to make this a tactical one, which is good because it's. Oh no! Well, they're doing a bit of pace changing here. It looks like Mayo's just said, someone else can take the pace on."
Yeah.
Maybe they've had a chat beforehand saying, "Look, we've got let's get a good race out because you don't get many fast 5,000s aside from that have got pacemakers or anything like that. Aside from the odd Diamond League, where it's not even run that often on the Diamond League, so maybe they've decided, let's lay down a marker and get some good times in." Well, Carol's just messaged on the chat saying, "Is it bad I have turned off the stream for this to save my laptop battery? You'll experience it through our comms." Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we'll obviously keep you updated. Next, another 2 hours left, I think. It's a long slog.
Though I hope you can find a laptop charger.
Yes, yeah. Maybe you should prioritize that. Oh, big throw in the shot there from Fabri, the Italian. He's very happy with that. We're not further than Scott's throw, so maybe around the 20-30 mark.
Yeah. Let's get open another tab.
So yeah, no, he'll be pleased with that. Well, he is pleased with that. Oh, Carol's at her dad's, so she doesn't have the laptop charger.
Oh.
Damn it. Yeah, 2016, which takes him to second because Haratic took the lead from Scott. So that's 3 men over 20 meters, with Haratic leading for Berry and Lincoln in third.
Yeah. So Haratic coming up for his second throw now. We'll see if he can do any improvements on his 2094 from the first round.
Yeah, hopefully he'll get over 21 meters today.
And especially given the strength of US shot putting at the moment, he'll definitely be looking for big marks to prove that he's going to be up there when it comes to the Olympics this summer.
Yeah, definitely. Because obviously the Americans, and obviously Tom Walsh as well. Although he didn't. Well, he did win yesterday. I can't remember. Don't confuse me. Oh, but there you go. Big throw, 21 meters there for Haratic.
They got the flames out for it.
Yeah, the flames. It's an interesting idea, isn't it?
I think the high jump progression's a bit odd. I'll just have a look.
Yeah, that's. The high jump was supposed to be 10, 15, 19, 22, but obviously I don't know, maybe they saw Tamberi wasn't there and thought, well, let's get this over and done with.
Yeah, Sebastian Michaud of France has failed his last attempt at 2 meters 20, so we've only got 3 men left in the high jump. So that's at least 5 points for Great Britain there.
Yeah, very, very good. We're doing better in some of the field events than we maybe expected. Yeah, so Scott Lincoln about to go for his third throw. His second throw was just shy of his first attempt with a 1981 there. So let's see what he can do.
He's got a very focused demeanour entering the circle.
Yeah, he's taking this very seriously. I think he knows he can throw big.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's just shy of 19. Didn't quite get that one right.
Well, he's still got his fourth round attempt.
Yeah, I feel for the throwers, four is just not enough, to be honest. Well, for most of the field events, it takes you a while to kind of get into it, and to travel all that way just for four throws.
Yeah. Although, it was the 2018 Athletics World Cup, which is an event that should be mocked for many reasons. But I think that they did do 4 attempts there, and I thought it actually worked quite well. It kept the action going, and it sort of managed to... although it wasn't ideal for the jumpers, I thought actually as a way of sort of trying to showcase the sport and trying to make it suitable for television providers, it worked quite well.
Yeah, no, I think it definitely, for an event like that, maybe works. But this, well, yeah, I guess it does kind of work for this as well. But it's more the fact that they've travelled that way. I guess because of COVID, they've had to go for lots of tests and all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
maybe they should have more throws. But we just saw the Polish high jumper clear 2:24 first attempt. As we go back to the 5K, where it looks like good old Mortimer's been leading for a bit, and he's broken away. A group of 4 have broken away. And they're on for 13:28 pace at the moment, which would be well under his PB. So this is looking very good, and big points on the way here for Britain, hopefully.
Yeah. Just looking at the way that Carlos Mayo of Spain's running, he sort of seems very hyper aware of everybody around him. He's seems to be very much sort of judging his race based on what everybody else is doing here.
Yeah, that's very interesting. He is looking around a lot. But it's good to see that they've all kind of shared the lead a little bit, making sure it's an honest pace. And that kilometre split there was 2:41. So they're picking it up a little bit. I think it's down to 3:24 average, as we have Grimsley in the high jump first attempt at 2:24. I think. Oh, and he's over.
Huzzah!
Very happy with that.
So, well, if you only jumped 2:25 the other week, that's a very good
a little bit of a rattle, but it stayed on quite easily, and he's happy with that. This is good. It's good to see some. This is what you want from the team champs. You want the people who are kind of on the fringes of making a championship team to come and perform. And I mean, we expected like the likes of OJ and Imani maybe to bring home bigger points in the 100, and they didn't. And the people like Mortimer and Grimsley, they're bringing the points in and bringing out a good performance as well.
Manish is wondering whether 2:28 Olympic qualifier, if that would be possible. I mean, it doesn't. He's looked pretty comfortable so far. I don't want to jinx him.
No, I agree. Touch all the wood.
Yeah.
But no, it looks like it could be on the cards this season. I mean, there's still another 5 or 6 weeks before they need to get the qualification. So I think the way he's jumping today, why not?
And Joe's also Mortimer on for a solid PB. Definitely, he's.
Oh yeah, he's going to take a good 10 seconds off it, I think. Actually, what's the qualifying time for the 5K?
That would be a good thing to know.
We should probably get this up as well. The British Athletics qualifying standards.
Oh, I forget that British Athletics have different ones as well.
If anyone in the chat knows, please do shout out the qualifying time for the 5K, because it's usually around 13:20, isn't it?
I've got that.
Let me just have a look.
Here we are. 5,000 meters. 13 minutes 13.5.
Okay, so maybe not then. It's a bit quicker than I thought, but then that's probably because we've had a better.
Manish saying that the high jump standard's actually 2:29 with British Athletics, because British Athletics.
Well, yeah. But then there's, I mean, I guess, invite lists and stuff like that, but the high jump maybe is one where, because you're going to get so many people on the same height, you can't rely on it as much. to get an invite. But yeah, this is good for Mortimer. He's decided to. I think the pace definitely dropped there because they've gone down to a 13:30 ish now, and I think he's realised that, and he's realised that his PB is maybe slipping away. So he's gone back to the front, trying to hopefully pick up the pace a little bit for the last few laps. Yeah, I'm just going to look at the splits actually of the last.
Oh yeah,
two.
I'll get the 5,000 meters up on the screen.
Yeah, I mean that was only a 66 lap. So he's trying. Well, he's trying to rally. I don't know what the one was before that, but it definitely dropped off the pace a little bit, which is a shame because he was looking for a good 13:20. But then yeah, now they've gone. I think they're now. The rest of them are going for a little bit of a cagier, longer sprint from home.
Yeah, it doesn't quite look that Tom can keep pace here. He's just sort of slightly falling off from the top three there.
Well, I thought Hay was going then, but I think he's now going back to sharing the lead again with Mayo taking it on. But this has been a good race actually. I'm pleased they've not just jogged round and sat in and tried to all sprint. They've gone for let's try and make it an honest race. So they're coming up to the bell, and yeah, Tom's definitely dropped off and he's going to be fourth, but there's a good battle here between these three.
Yeah, hopefully he can still manage running on his own to get a new maintain that new personal best. There.
I still think he'll be under 13:30 for sure. I think whether he can take a good 10 seconds off his PB will be impressive. Yeah, Cripp is coming up on the back straight now, easing past Hay, and now trying to get past Mayo, but Mayo's saying, no, I'm going to keep the inside line, but Cripp is like, don't care, coming past you. With 200 to go then, Cripp looks like he should have this from Mayo, and I don't know.
I'm concerned that Mayo might have a vein burst in his forehead. The face is going very red here as he's trying to keep in touch.
Yeah, no, this is good. This is a good race. Cripp is sprinting down the home straight. Mayo's going to try and hang on for second, but Hay's come in on the inside. Oh, yeah. And yeah, Hay just got the second. So 13:17 for the win. Let's see what time Tom crosses the line in.
So a European Team Championships record there for Cripp as well.
13:27 for Mortimer, I think. So that's a huge PB for him. Good work. This is good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good effort there from Mortimer.
Yeah, I think you should definitely be happy with that result.
And maybe get into put yourself into a quicker race if you see any good pace race that'll hopefully. Well, I'm not sure I'll get close to that Olympic qualifier, but why not? Why not give it a go?
So so he's 14 seconds off there, but if he can shave that much of his personal best here, maybe there's still a lot left to shave off.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at the power of 10 right now, and that puts him fourth now, just behind Mark Scott, Andy Butchart, and Josh Kerr. So yeah, that's the kind of company he's going to be keeping from now on. So, I'm just looking hilariously on power of 10 at Tom Mortimer, and his coach is called Christopher Brown.
Oh,
there we go. My namesake
name.
is coaching everyone in Stroud. So keep up the good work, Christopher Brown.
Heretic just threw out to 21 meters 34 in the shot put. So cementing his lead even further.
Yeah, it looks like so. I just got the results there of the 5,000. Is that a Euro? Yeah, Euro under 23 lead there for Mortimer.
Yeah, personal best for Hay and Mayo in second and third.
Yeah, I'm glad they took that out and made it a good pace race. That was high quality stuff. And yeah, I guess that's assuming the actual world qualifier, not the British Athletics one, is a bit slower. They might both be under that, Hay and Mayo.
Yeah, I haven't actually looked at what I need to get up the World Athletics qualifying times.
Oh, sorry, Alex. Given your computer won't be able to cope with all the stats.
It will cope. It didn't like Skype, but we're on Zoom, so it's fine.
Bayer just throw in there in the shot. That's not further than Lincoln, so that's Scott guaranteed a top 3 finish.
That's indoors. No, that's indoors.
Yeah, so that's the shot top 3 people sorted. I guess just need to see. I mean, disappointed from Bello. I thought he'd do better than 6th, but there you go.
Here's so Lincoln on his final attempt here.
I mean, I don't think he'll be able to catch 2nd, but
where are we looking?
season's best maybe will be nice. Let's see what he can do. And off he throws, and that is just shy of 20 meters, I think. So pretty much similar to what he's done.
Not necessarily to be anything too amazing in terms of distances today, but still, I think he should be happy with 3rd place there.
Yeah. I think I just checked. I think he was 4th last time, so that's an improvement on 2 years ago, not 3 years ago.
Yeah, I mean he looks quite disappointed. I imagine he thought he could throw further there.
Yeah,
given the season so far.
Yeah, definitely. He was actually 5th last time. I lie. Yeah, so it's good points, but yeah, maybe he was expecting a little bit further.
I do say that. I mean, we've still got a few people left to take their final throws.
Are they? Oh, I thought they were doing it in order. Well, that doesn't make any sense. I thought they were doing it in reverse order. Maybe not. Yeah, this is a good day for the field eventers so far, from Britain's point of view.
And is it only a select few who take the 4th throw? I don't know.
Maybe.
Because if it is,
I feel like we should know the rules, but we don't.
I always struggle with the European team champion. Yeah, only top 4 getting the 4th throw.
Yeah.
So he is fine in 3rd.
I just read
Apologies for raising alarm bells there.
But this is it then. This is the winner. Harrison with his final throw.
See what he can do here.
Flames are already going off in anticipation. I'm going to guess 21:56.
So I'm going to go 21:42.
Oh, he's fouled it. There you go.
Oh.
Well, it looked around 21:20. But he's fouled it, so he's got the job done. Another win for Poland. We've had a good few wins today.
Maybe we should hold a sort of crown winners based on what we think their distances are rather than what they actually are.
Yes. So what have we got coming up today still? I've not even checked the schedule.
That's so after this we have the men's 1500 metre final, which will be starting in the next few minutes, and the men's javelin throw will be starting soon on the field at 4 minutes to about 5 UK time.
Yeah, this is good actually. I'm looking forward to that, both those events, and the 400s are always good. And yeah, we've already said the women's triple jump is going to be a tasty one, and then the relays as well. It's going to be a good last hour or so. Has the high jump finished? Are they? They look like they're
good.
They were high-fiving each other. Grimsey's putting some clothes back on, so.
Says official. So, are they splitting? Are they splitting win? Can they do that? Is this?
Well, no. It looks like because Grimsey had the one. So the Polish guy won with 224, no fouls, and then Grimsey was the only other one over 224, but he had his earlier foul at 216. So yeah, they have actually been able to give the points away evenly.
Okay. I'm a bit confused why they don't want to take any further jumps there, given the form that Grimsey's in, but.
Oh no, sorry, they have. I've just looked at the results. They all 3 failures at 228.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, there we are.
We
It didn't
didn't see
show
it.
up because
We didn't see any of them.
I didn't have the screen properly laid out. That makes sense.
Some more insightful chat here about Archie Davis. Great Britain's 1500-meter athlete Archie Davis has said the Incredible Hulk is the superhero he would most be like to be. And he's a quote here: "Being able to remain a normal person but having unrivaled strength and power to do some damage when necessary would be pretty cool." Yes, loving the fun in the chat today.
I feel that sort of applies to lots of elite athletes, in that they do these incredible things, but a lot of them they're not going to be recognised on the street.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, looking forward to this. Gressier looked decent in gates there actually. When he tried to go, well, he tried to bridge the gap, didn't he, between the rest of the pack and Katir when they went off, obviously in the lead in the rain. But then he kind of got caught a little bit on the last lap. So he looks in good shape though. So I think Gressier could be, because obviously this is pretty much the lower end of his distance. So
Yeah. Rosmus of Poland, he looks like he could be a force to be reckoned with in this race.
yeah. Yeah, and you can never write off a Spaniard in a 1500 meters at the Euro Team Champs.
Nope.
That's my rule.
I mean, especially if they're running like Maya was in that 5,000.
Yeah, I quite like the Spanish kit, by the way. I haven't said that yet. There's the nice little yellow starry thing on the chest. Looks nice. Loving the German's hair in this race. Jimmy's obviously got his cap on backwards, as normal, and they're jogging through the first. This is the complete opposite of the 5,000. I think they were going quicker in the 5,000 at this point. Yeah, this is very slow. This is a typical Euro Team Champs 1500 meter race already.
I'm going to leave it till the last minute, kind of thing.
Who's got the better kick? Which is interesting because I don't think Gressier has got the better kick here. You know, he's slightly longer distance than this. I'm surprised he's not just going for it. But yeah, they all. This is standard Europeans. But as the chat just says there, Davis has a 146 800, so this might suit him. Very good point.
Yeah.
Davis might be enjoying this pace. So the current pace is apparently 4:32. Not quite sure is that right? Obviously we'll speed up, but yeah. They're going slower than what the women will be doing in the women's 50.
I mean, it almost looks uncomfortable to be running at that sort of pace.
It makes me laugh when they say like, "Oh, it's pedestrian." They're running at a pedestrian pace. I mean, most pedestrians could not keep up with this.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I could run a 1500 that quickly, I'd be a much happier person, and I probably would run a lot more as well.
Yeah, but I do feel like I could maybe have kept up a little bit with this, at least a lap. But yeah, it doesn't seem like anyone still wanted to take it on as they go with 800 meters to go. They're all still kind of just jostling for position, really, and yeah, Davis is tucked right in the right position there on the shoulder of the leader in second.
Yeah, he looks well positioned at the moment.
Now they're literally 4 abreast now on the back straight with 6:50 to go. This is going to make for a very interesting final lap burnout. Who's going to break? Well, there we go. The German's going. The German's
starting to pick up on the pace, and
the German's going now. He's kind of gone to the front. He hasn't really forced the pace on.
Yeah, it was a couple strides of putting in the pace, and then.
But Davis has managed to keep himself in second place, kind of on the shoulder of the leader. Gressier is coming out wide as we, approaching the bell. But it looks like it is the German, whose name? Farken. I've just checked his name. He's leading. Davis second, Gressier third. Well, the last lap there was a 60-second lap, so they're trying to bring the pace down, but they're already going through about 320 pace with 300 to go. But
Farken's looking like he's holding on well for the moment. Davis still looks quite strong, and a strong kick from Gomez there.
Yeah, we said watch that for a Spaniard, and yeah, the Spaniard looking very good. Davis is hanging on, battling for third with the Portuguese athlete, Nada. But no, it looks like Farken's gonna lead into the home straight. And here's Rasmus. Look at him running wide. Wow, he's really finishing strong.
Out in lane 3
I'm
there.
not quite sure he's going to catch the first two, but he left that a bit too late, I think. The German hangs on for the win. Incredible time of 3:56. My God, just just a 20 seconds outside the championship record there. Last lap of 50.6 there. So he's happy with the win though.
Yeah, he doesn't. It doesn't look like the time is bothering him too much, and he'll take those 7 points for Germany.
Yeah, that was a fun race. In the end, actually, the last 600 meters were pretty tasty. Rasmus obviously came through for third, with Gomez taking second, and Davis was fourth. So, yeah, that's pretty fair, I think, for Archie. I'm not sure we was expecting too much more from Davis, but yeah, that was a pretty. I mean, Rasmus was watching the replay. Rasmus definitely let them get away a little bit too much there, didn't he? He probably could have had. If he was where Davis was, I think he could have maybe got the win there.
Yeah. And then just looking at the team standings, that brings Germany up to third, half a point behind Great Britain in second on 63 points, and Italy in first on 66 at the moment.
Yeah, see, the Italians got a good team.
Yeah, I mean, if they had Tamberi, they'd be comfortable at the moment.
Yeah, I wonder if that will come back to bite them a little bit. And Gressier was last in that race, actually. Has weird tactics. It was too slow for him. If you've got that pace, just go for it.
Definitely.
But yeah, they're all under 4 minutes. Roger Bannister will be thrilled.
Sure, he's looking on fondly from beyond the grave at the moment.
Yes. There's the results of the shot put. Kind of went to the form book a little bit. Maybe Bello a little bit disappointed. It's a nice stadium. I'm always blown away by how nice all the stadiums are in Poland.
Yeah. This is the same one that held the World Relays, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. It's like, why is there not at least a European champs here? A proper one.
Yeah.
I'd happily go.
I'd quite like to see sort of holding the European champs and hopefully the multi-event European champs. I don't mean the European Games. Because no one cares about them. I tried getting into them in Baku, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, same. So is this men's javelins getting ready? There's Mr. Vetter. See how far I can throw, basically.
Yeah.
Just want to mention the British news. Daniel Bainbridge has had to come in for Harry Hughes. I saw on Instagram last night Harry Hughes has just ruptured his elbow again. I think it looks like he'll be out for the season, which is a shame because we just got over the same injury about a year ago. So hopefully British javelin throwing will get some luck soon because he was definitely the one looking like he was moving on to up to 80 meters and beyond. But now he said he's going to have to think about his future a little bit, I think, which is a shame because he's still very young.
Yeah. It's been very difficult to deal with that sort of injury, especially when it's a recurring injury at a young age.
Yeah, but I mean, from a British point of view, he's the only javelin thrower we've got that's could qualify for a team. So Italian first to throw, and he's found it, I think, because it's only 67 meters.
That would put you top 3 at the British Championships.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone hasn't already listened to the Backstreet Boys podcast with their javelin special with Steve Backley and Goldie Sayers. Very interesting discussion about why Britain doesn't have the depth anymore in the javelin. I mean, you obviously don't know, Alex. You weren't around in the 90s. Well, the end of the 90s. It was glory days. It's tough to make the British team for the Olympics and the World Champs when you had Backley and Hill and Nick Neeland and Mark Roberson all throwing over 85.
I mean, yeah, I find it bizarre when you watch BBC coverage of like going into the early 2000s of an event, and it's like, and we cut away now to the men's javelin.
Yeah, because we have to show it because half the field's British.
Yeah, and nowadays you wouldn't see such a thing at all. You wouldn't know the men's javelin is going on most of the time during the championships.
Yeah, it's I mean, I mean, Bainbridge is he's early 20s, I think, and he has run a PB this year, which was at Loughborough on the 9th of May, just when he finished second to Harry. So 73 is going to be his target for today. But yeah, when you look at I'm just going to look at the old time list now and just see how good the guys were back in the day. Yeah, Backley, Hill, Roberson, Neeland, all 4 PBs over 85 meters.
And speaking of over 85 metres, Krukowski is thrown in the region of that just now for Poland. It's taking a while for the results to come through, but it looked good.
He's just stood there waiting for his result. Yeah, not
his unbranded energy drink. Is it 85-12 season's best for him?
And here is Bainbridge ready to go. I'm just looking at his power of 10. He's been throwing well over 70 meters all year, so that bodes well for him. Can he lay one down here? Oh yeah, that'll do. That's literally going to be pretty much around what he's thrown so far this year. If you're taking an average, around the 72 mark. Yeah, he's very very slight for a javelin thrower. When you see,
he is, yeah.
If you stood him next to Vetter, be a little bit of difference there.
I mean, when it does get to Vetter, I think we're sort of happy with a throw over 70 metres there. We're hoping for something 20 metres further than that for Vetter.
Actually, I'm just looking at his Power of 10 page, and his profile picture is him and Vetter.
Oh, wow.
He's obviously must have uploaded that himself, but he's wonder if we'll get another picture with him today.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Seems to be having discussion with the officials. I'm not sure why exactly at the moment, but I believe it's all okay there.
Yeah, I don't know why they've
might be
brought the result up yet.
Maybe the tech isn't working quite as well as it should. Yeah. With the volunteering that I've done, especially when I've been on the data entry on the field, it might surprise you to know how elite sporting events are run by volunteers and people who have been shown what they're doing that morning.
Yeah, I think especially in the UK it's not too bad. I think there's a lot of people who do know what they're doing. I've volunteered a few times at athletics meets and got the tape measure out and measured a few long jumps in my time. But there probably is a little bit more education that needs to be filtered down. But it's a sport that at that kind of level, domestic level, does rely on volunteers and rely on people who are literally probably only going to get a free lunch out of it. So respect to those people. It's not easy, but it's a nice day out if you want to go. There'd measure some field events.
Yeah, get close to the athletes.
This is hopefully the next hour of this will be exciting finish to day one of the Euro Team Champs.
When I was on data entry for the it was the Diamond League in Birmingham in 2018, and Christina Schwanitz spoke to me, and I kind of just panicked. Part of the reason I panicked was that she spoke to me in German because I was working with Swiss Timing and I was wearing a Müller shirt, so I think she assumed I was German.
Well, there you go, you see.
And then I kind of panicked, do I try? I don't really speak German.
Well, if you spoke German, then you'd probably be understanding all of the Gotts's commentary.
Yeah. The main thing I just get is, Dominic Distelberger.
Yeah, he's missing this year from Gotts's.
Yeah,
so
it's not the same.
Not the same. There's a lot of something's obviously happening here with the javelin. They've not obviously managed to measure this one, and I don't know what's going on, but I'm sure they'll want it sorted out before Vetter throws, because the last thing we need is him throwing a world record and they're not being able to measure it. Yeah, this is riveting coverage at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, it can't be easy for the French javelin thrower just to have something about, have the javelin in your hand and be ready to throw, and having to put up with it.
And Bainbridge is still there waiting for. He's looking at him. He's like, "Where's my result? Give me my result." Oh, I think someone's showing it on a pen and paper. There you go. That's old school. We've got the tape measure out. Do we have a result yet? I mean, I'm sure he'd want to know because it was pretty decent.
Yeah.
Oh, 72-12. I'll just check the results.
72-12. That's good.
Just exactly 13 meters behind the Polish guy.
Although, briefly on the website, it was listed as the French competitors' throw, so all sorts seem to be going on there.
Technical issues. Blame the host broadcaster.
Just we get some shots of some officials with the javelins there, and Conroy finally gets to take his throw.
Well, that was a nice angle to see the javelin from the camera. It was a bit curly.
Not a great throw from him, though.
No. So what do we think Vetter's going to open with? Is he going to get the big one out first, do you think?
I mean, he does sort of tend to get a big throw early on, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It might, maybe, I'm even going to say 91-78.
91-78. Ooh. I think it'll be. I'll go a bit lower. I'll go 90 meters 26.
Anyone in the chat want to guess what Vetter's opening throw is going to be? Would he even get 90? He might not even get 90 meters. He might get 80, 88.
Yeah, we may be expecting too much. We may have been spoiled by him so far this season.
Yeah, he is looking like consistently throwing like those distances, and it's not even hard.
But then when it comes to Vetter, it's often he'll have a strong season. It doesn't always come together for the championships for him.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen that quite a few times. That was around the Portuguese thrower there, around where Bainbridge was, I think.
Yeah. In the region of 72 meters, I think. I mean, the measurement for the French thrower came through much quicker, so hopefully they've got it sorted. Astrolabe saying 88.66 meters.
Yeah, we're obviously very excited. Oh, Dr. Dan with his 98 meters dead. That would, to be honest, we'd all be dead after that, I think.
Yeah.
He's thrown what? And here he goes. He's on the runway. He's practically in the front seat of that ambulance. He's run up so long. Okay, let's see what he can do.
Just a shame he's not a looker.
I know. His marketing, he'd get loads more marketing and advertising if he was a bit more attractive. He always throws himself into it, and oh my god, 95!
Bloody hell!
Wow. Well, Dr. Dan was probably the nearest.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And he still looks disappointed.
Wow. Okay.
He looks furious with himself.
Yeah. I mean, obviously he always throws himself into it, but
literally speaking.
I don't think, even loving the crowd reaction from that girl there.
I think that was what we looked like.
Yeah, that was our reaction there.
Head.
Well, 94-24 it's been measured at. Championship record, obs. Wow, well that's the competition won.
Thank you everyone else for showing up. I hope you get a few points.
Oh wow. Right, and then over to the women's 400 after that.
Yes, and championship record there, Perry Shake-Straighton.
Yep, set at Gateshead. I was there watching that.
Oh, typical Gateshead weather as well.
Dan just said in the chat, I meant 95. Of course. Yeah, really keen to see how well Yasmin Liverpool does here. She's got a good lane. ran really well last week, and I guess it's not. I mean, it's not a wide open field, but it's not got any massive names in it. Floria Gay probably is the name we all know. So yeah, this is going to be interesting to see how Yasmin gets on.
Yeah, I mean, I think Floria Gay's her best. She might be a bit beyond her best years. You know, it's not at 2014 relay level, but
That's it. She is the Martin Rooney of the women's 400 meters. A good 2 seconds quicker with a baton in her hand.
and the peaks of their career sort of coinciding at the same time as well.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
But
But
Schwab, you know, I've seen her name a lot this season.
yeah, but yeah, Yasmin to break 52 and any athlete that's in PB show. Well, the Portuguese athlete here, like 51.61 this year. So a lot of women around the same time running those kind of PBs this year.
Yeah,
It's up for grabs.
it's Kaczmarek of Poland who's got the fastest season's best at
Of course,
51.03.
she's a Polish 400-meter runner. They have about 50,000 of them.
Enough to fill the stadium.
Yeah, and the fact they pretty much sent their B team to the World Relays. Yeah, this could be good. I hope to see sub 52, maybe even a 51.5 would be nice actually, from Yasmin or any of them, to be honest. Because I think Phil Healy ran 51.5 for Ireland today, so
Excellent news.
that's a good marker. And they're off. Well, they're off on my screen anyway.
They're off for me now as well.
Yeah, looks like Schwab, the German athlete's gone off quickest. And
Liverpool's looking a bit behind the pace there at the moment, I'd say.
But yeah, I feel like she's always finishes relatively strong. The German's got a very weird right arm action. Just
yeah, it's
very straight.
It's almost Paula Radcliffe, but no, it's not even that.
But yeah, now the Polish athlete's taking the lead. Portuguese athlete, we said, watch out for her. She's going well in lane 3.
Around 51-second time it said as they were just entered the home straight. Kaczmarek looking very strong.
Yeah.
Holding off the rest of the field.
And the
straight through to the finish line.
Spanish athlete came through as well for a very strong second. Yasmin was back in 4th or 5th, I think. She didn't quite catch the Portuguese there for 4th.
Schwab 3rd. So yeah, 51.36 for Kaczmarek, 52.22 for Orchestra. Schwab in 3rd. Azevedo 52.99.
Yeah, that's a bit of a kind of wake-up call maybe for Yasmin and Liverpool there to go from a 51.7 to outside 52.
I do appreciate how the organisers have rolled out the mascots they got for the World Relays. Like, yeah, they can work for this as well.
It's the same venue.
They're essential workers now.
They've probably been COVID tested and been locked away in a cupboard somewhere.
Yeah. But yeah, last place for Floria Gay there. Not everything can be that 2014 4x4 relay.
Yeah, maybe like we said, she's slightly past the best.
Yeah, I think Yasmin Liverpool might be a bit disappointed with that time.
Yeah. I mean, to go from 51 to 53.
But I suppose she was a late call up for this.
Yeah,
I believe so. That she perhaps hadn't planned, but given travel restrictions and everything you have to go through to travel at the moment, may take a fair bit out of you.
It's very close in the points there. Look, just 2.5 points separating 1st and 4th.
Yeah.
We said it would be between those 4. Then maybe Spain and France are just having their own little battle for 5th and 6th, with Portugal just hoping to not be last, but I'm not sure they can do much about that.
Conroy with his 2nd throw in the javelin.
Well, that's even worse. Is it? I don't know. What did he throw? 65.91 first time.
Yeah, it looks a bit better.
Maybe not.
I think I got rid of the javelin from there.
Oh, I've got it open on mine. Bainbridge's second throw was 68.43. He's actually hilariously tied the Portuguese athlete through the exact same distance. So the Portuguese guy is taking his second throw, which will maybe see him overtake Daniel. But yeah, Vetter's got a 9 meter lead at the moment, so I think he's feeling pretty safe with the win.
Oh, it's mad what that man can do.
I know it's just especially this year. It just seems like he's found another gear.
Yeah, Ramos on the runway now.
Nice height, but definitely came down a little bit short.
Yeah, oh yeah, about 67-ish, I'd say.
60. Oh no, he fouled it. He's
Oh,
fouled it,
right.
so that means he actually stays behind Bainbridge. So, because his Bainbridge's second throw was obviously 68. So, yeah.
That could be significant over who gets a fourth throw here.
Mm. Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, I'm not sure if the Portuguese man thought about that. I mean, I don't think it was further than Daniels, but
There wasn't a huge amount in it, so it's hard to know.
yeah, exactly. Right, what's Vetter going to do now?
He's asking for the crowd support.
I mean, has he? Was that it? Was that his biggest throw already? But let's see. He's thrown himself again as he does, and oh my god, like 96!
My God, what?
What is he doing?
And he still doesn't look happy.
God, again, I'm loving the crowd reaction from the Polish fans. This is incredible.
I mean, the friction burns he gets from throwing himself on the floor like that must be horrendous.
Yeah, but so the replays are always hilarious. Oh man, this. He must be consistently now in terms of an actual series. I mean, I remember Zelensky throwing far, but I don't remember him throwing like over 94 as many times in one competition. Apart from Sheffield, Don Valley, when I was there in '93.
Rest in peace to that stadium.
Yeah. No, that was what 96-29. Wow.
it's, it's almost embarrassing to kind of watch the other competitors because it's not in the same league.
It's quite not sad, but they're still doing respectable throws. Like,
Yeah.
man, we'd love a British guy to throw over 80 meters, but yeah, when they see 96 being thrown, it's a little bit like okay.
I'm gonna have to check something now because I don't think Spain have sent their best javelin thrower here, but
Who is their best javelin thrower?
I don't trust myself now. I'm on Google to check. Oh, I'm wrong. No, it is this guy. His national record of 81 meters 90. So that may have been. I think that may be a new national record for him, unless I'm gravely mistaken.
He's not very happy with it. Let me just check the results. Actually, well, it's the season's best, so I don't know why I didn't say national record.
I think it is 2 centimeters further than his national record. That was set August last year.
Oh well, good for him.
So Wikipedia has. Just check this out. Oh no, it says the personal best is 84 meters. I'm confused. I am confusion. Let's go to the World Athletics site. That'll be more useful.
I still can't believe that it's thrown 94 and 96 already.
No, that is mad.
I mean, you just keep thinking, when's he gonna? Maybe when is he gonna have a bad meet? Maybe it will be Tokyo. You know, it's like you worry he's gonna go to Tokyo and just like, yeah, not even come away with a medal, which would be really rough.
Yeah, no. Spanish throwers record 84 meters 10 centimeters in September of last year.
Okay. I'm glad we've cleared that up.
I apologise for causing confusion. Oh God.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm really curious as to what Vetter is throwing in training, because given his reactions, he must be throwing further.
well, exactly. I mean, he seems disappointed with 96. I mean, is that the third furthest throw of all time, I think?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, come on. We could see a world record today.
Mm.
I mean, just remember, we should probably flag it off, shouldn't we? Was it 98? I should know, but I don't.
It is 98
98,
metres 48.
48. There we go. I got
Jan
there in the end.
Selesny in 1996. Who I think does bear a striking resemblance to Fatima Whitbread.
What I love is when obviously watching Jan throw when I was growing up, and then watching Spatakova, who was coached by him, blatant. This is the same technique, exact same
Yeah.
technique.
Bainbridge with his third throw
Oh,
here.
he's fouled it.
Oh.
Oh, we're gonna see how far it was. No, we're not. Okay. Yeah,
That
that's
sadly rules him out of a third attempt.
yes.
A fourth attempt, rather.
Yeah, it's a shame he obviously got because obviously the Italian had a foul, hadn't he? So he was a bit behind. But yeah, I mean, fifth place in the men's javelin with a 72 meters. I think I think we'd take that. And we've
Yeah.
still got obviously there's still the two other throwers to go, but he may well get shunted down to seventh. But I feel
But
he might have the better of this French guy.
and as far as British javelin throwing goes, that's a promising sign. Looking ahead to trials, and hopefully he can further his best there.
Yeah. Oh, the French guy looks very excited about this. Oh yeah, that could overtake Bainbridge, I
70,
think.
73, 74-ish.
Yeah, I
I'd
think
guess.
that's probably moved him. Yeah, moved Bainbridge down. That's because I said he was not doing as well. 73,
He
73,
heard you.
29 for a season's best. He looks happy with that. So we're just going to basically watch to see if the Portuguese guy can knock Bainbridge into last place. Um, which he may have already done had he had that other throw measured.
Seeing some questionable face mask etiquette on show here, seeing lots not covering noses.
Yeah. Maybe they don't know how to wear it in Poland.
Oh, I don't think many people know how to wear it here, to be honest.
Yeah, there is that. Oh, Portuguese man. Oh yeah, well, that's a huge throw from him. 75
Yeah.
and a bit.
So
I don't know what
just a
that
single.
is. That the red line to get the extra throw, isn't it? I
I
think
think so.
that he must be very close to. So
If only there were commentators provided to explain this to the audiences.
yes, we're just guessing, but I think that's what it is. But he was pretty close to it, and I think he was just about 30 centimeters short.
Either way, that's Bainbridge knocked down in seventh, so just a
Yes.
single point for Britain there.
Yeah, but he did okay. And but yeah, it's obviously all about Vetter. He's still got 2 throws left, 2 more chances to get that world record because it's not looking far off. Obviously, conditions are good for him. They're not.
Oh, it says that Vetter has retired, actually.
Oh, I've literally just seen that.
Yep, so.
Well,
I'm interested to see his reasons for that, but
maybe he's just known that's 96. I mean, 96 meters. I don't know. I hope he didn't injure himself. That would be disaster.
yeah, that would be very disappointing after the last couple months he's had.
Yeah, so that's a shame for the competition, but we've seen 2 great throws as our reaction.
Now we do have a national record for Spain.
Yay!
84 meters 80.
Hey, good work. I just saw in a different chat. Someone said another unattractive Spanish man. Yeah. So to be fair, actually, to have the top three over 84 is not too bad, given the field.
Yeah, it's the quality's been perhaps a fair bit better than I would have expected. Of course, Vetter had
Yeah,
high hopes for him.
yeah, excluding Vetter, but even he's exceeded our expectations today. I didn't. Well, we said I was expecting a 92 maybe at best, but a
Yeah,
94 and a 96.
and yeah, according to I'm not sure if we mentioned that. Yeah, saying in the chat, Alex Hefter Vettel was said that Vettel was the third best ever. Yeah, that. So is it just Selesny that's throwing further?
Well, I guess because his Vetter's PB is still further than
Oh, of
that
course,
that
yeah.
is thrown this year, isn't it? I'm gonna have a look.
Um,
I'm gonna bring up the javelin best throws ever list, not by people. Let me do that, and I'll see. 'Cause I didn't. Yeah, I kind of feel like he was letting through a lot further, more regularly, but maybe he didn't. Let me have a look. Top lists, men's javelin all time. All time top lists and javelin.
oh,
I
yeah,
do
so
love the stats page on the World Athletics page. It's just everything you want.
yeah. So yeah, Vetter did throw
Yeah.
97.76. Oh, last September. How did we
Yes,
forget?
of course. And that was in Poland as well. Interesting. So yeah, Zelezny had
Something in the
obviously
water there.
Zelezny has 98.48 as the world record from Jenna in 96 or Jena, however you say it. And then yeah, Vetter 97.76 in Poland last September, and then the 96 29 we had today, just ahead of Zelezny's 95.66 from Sheffield in 93, where I was there. 7-year-old
fourth,
me.
fourth attempt for Janaga. Looks similarly far. I mean, he'll be very happy with what he's thrown today. He's done very well, and he looks
Yeah,
absolutely delighted, to be honest.
so it is always good to see a breakthrough. I always find, especially these kind of champs.
Yeah, he's
Team
been.
champs is a good place.
I think he's been sort of a very promising junior. I'm not sure how old he is now, actually. Well, let's have a quick glance. So yeah, he's 23 at the moment. Slightly older than me. That cheers me up a bit.
Oh, Alex, you're at that age now where you hate people younger than you.
Yeah.
And now I'm at the age where I'm like, oh, they're still going. That's good. Alison Felix is still older than me. She's still going. So, and she's still, and to be fair, Alison Felix is back running well, so I'm happy.
Yes. And she's also, I mean, sort of really taking it to Nike regarding sponsorship issues related to pregnancy. So hopefully
Yes.
changing the sport for more women who follow after her.
Yeah, I saw that just the new sponsor she's with, the new kit sponsor has also recently recruited Simone Biles from Nike as well.
Oh.
So she's getting the big names in.
Yeah, it seems Nike are abandoning. Oh, I mean, it was clear that they were abandoning athletes across athletics and seemingly across more sports as well.
Well, I just feel that may have been Alison's sway
Mm,
rather than I don't think Nike would have dropped dropped Biles, but
that is true.
um, yeah, so that was interesting. Um, what have we? We've still got the men's 4 and the women's 3,000 on the track before the relays, and the women's triple jump, which we're looking forward to. So lots to come. Yeah, we get to see the other Chalmers. We saw Alistair Chalmers in the hurdles earlier, and now Cameron in the flat. There's Jonathan Boiler with the championship record of 44.99. Yeah, I think. I mean, obviously Davide Ray, probably the favourite here. Schlegel, I just love saying Schlegel, to be honest.
Schlegel is a good word. Good
Schlegel,
sound.
all going well, and
Garcia, he could definitely
Garcia as
feature
well.
here.
He's got he's got a 45 dead PB, but he doesn't seem to have a time for this year. So, and Chalmers is running under 46 as well. So, this could be good. Jordier as well, can't forget him. 45.5 man at his best. I'm not sure the Portuguese athlete is going to fare too much in this race.
No.
Yeah, we can see what Garcia can do. I think it's looks like his first race of the season. And then Chalmers close to his PB this year, I guess. It was 3/10 off it. Today will be a good day to break that, I think.
Yeah.
And so here is the favourite, Davide Ray. The great season last year and the year before.
Yeah, it was just particularly over the sprints, the men's sprints. The Italians are finding just so many very strong performers all of a sudden.
Yeah, let's say the Italian team is very strong at the moment, and they're finding them, especially in, like you say, the sprints. Obviously, Filippo Tortu, Marcel Jacobs,
Scotty.
Yeah, Scotti as well. Right, this could be a good battle between Italy and Spain. I think hopefully Britain and France can maybe get in the mix too. And Schlegel.
And Schlegel.
Okay, they're off on my screen.
They're off on mine now.
Yeah, Chalmers is going off pretty well actually, and Schlegel on the outside. They're probably the two leading. I always feel like Davide Ray does come back a little bit stronger anyway.
Yeah.
So,
I also thought Georgia had a sort of very sort of low to the ground
yes.
first sort of 50, 60 meters or so.
I was going to say the Frenchman had a very long dry phase there for a 400-meter race.
Yeah.
As we come into the last 100, it is Chalmers and Schlegel and probably Ray, the top three. Chalmers is leading though. He's coming to. This is a good run from so far. I'm not sure Ray's going to overtake him, but looks like the French guys again. Yeah, we said the French and the Brit will be having a good battle, but I didn't think it'd be for the win. But 45-65 for the win there.
And I believe that was Chalmers in second there.
I think he did, yeah. Third. I think he just got Ray for second. They were both fighting for the dip there for second.
I'm very impressed with that. I thought Davide Ray was going to sort of speed past him in the home straight there. So I think a very strong performance for Chalmers.
Maybe he's not quite got the pace this year because his season's best isn't that impressive, but
season's best for Chalmers, 45-89 rather.
I mean that's good. Season's best. He attacked it, ran a good first 300, and did well to hang on for second there in the home straight. But yeah, very good finish as well from Jordier for the French guy to get the win. Yeah, hopefully that'll. You feel like the Chalmers brothers are now going to be a key part of our relay team.
Yeah.
So we need them to be running solid times. No, very. Oh yeah, Chalmers just got it. There's a photo finish there. It looks like. I think they'll be given the same time. Oh no, hundredths difference. Hundredths between them. 100th between second and third. That was good points there for Britain.
Yeah, I think that was. My guess would be that was better than expected. If I'm not a statistician.
Yeah. Let's look at there's still after 17 events out of 40. Germany have half-point lead over Italy, and they're 1.5 ahead of Poland, with Britain 2.5 behind. So it's spread out a little bit. I guess that's after the javelin results probably been factored in because we've still got the 2 relays and the 3,000 and the triple jump to come into that yet. And we've said the triple jump's going to be good.
Yeah, I'll get the start list up for that now.
I mean, the fact that there's all but one of them has jumped over 14 meters, and that's actually the Polish athlete who hasn't cleared 14 yet. And the rest of them, on all but 2 of them, have done it this year. So
yeah, many of them finalists from the European indoors. In fact, all 3 medalists.
I was going to say, were they not the 3 medalists? Yes, this is good. The 3 in-form athletes from the indoor season in Europe, and we've already said Vetter looked good in Gateshead, getting a top 3 at a Diamond League.
Yeah.
No disgrace there. And obviously, it was terrible weather, but see how she gets on in nice weather today.
So we'll see what sort of thing distance she can jump without 4 meters of wind
Yeah.
to contend with. 4 meters per second, rather. So
Uh,
over 14 meters for Diallo there for France.
yeah, it was a good start. Good to see someone over 14 already. And yeah, this could be a very good competition. You do feel like Momona should be the one to win it, though.
Yeah, she's got indications of form. She's also one of those. Something about triple jumpers. I don't know what it is. Women's triple jumpers. They've just got such this sassy attitude, and I love it.
Yeah, it's like, yep, I'm going to turn up today and win, or jump big at least.
Yeah. Yeah, Momona has it, Pelotero does it, and then of course Ibarguen and Rojas.
Yeah. And then I love the fact that Naomi Ogbetta's there just smiling
Yeah.
100% of the time. It's like if you I don't think I've ever seen Naomi not smile.
She brings a very different but still welcome energy, nice sort of
Yes.
uplifting one.
Right. Let's see what Momona can do here. She's definitely wearing more clothing than most of the other Portuguese athletes.
Oh, their kit's Puma now, so
Yeah.
maybe they'll get a bit more material.
I think the Lycra shortage is now moved up to the Irish team, I think, by the sounds
Yeah,
of it.
wonders of Homer.
That's right, sort your hair out, Patricia. I can relate now, I've got a bit of hair myself.
Well, I thought she was going to tie it up, but no, she just sort of put it back and make sure it's behind your shoulders.
They're not quite sure what the delay is here, unless they're having a few tech issues like they did in the javelin, but the yellow cone of doom is still there.
A very ominous shot of the cone there. Slow zoom.
Yeah, we're still not ready. Okay, the cone is gone. I'm going to guess 14:28.
Oh, I'm not sure if I want to guess at the moment.
I do love a guess, a prediction. Off she goes. Way behind the board. Yeah, that's not going to be 14 meters. That was,
Oh, no.
yeah, probably lost about 30 centimeters on the board there, I think.
Yeah, slot her nicely into second place out of two so far there.
Okay, 20 centimeters off the board then. Yeah. We've still got the women's 3000 on the track, haven't we? And here it is, as I mentioned it. Stefan Hassan with the championship record of 8:45.
It's mad how Stefan Hassan sort of developed as an athlete. Of course, she was always promising, but
yeah, many different distances she could do.
Most importantly about the 3,000 meters is Renata pleases here.
Exactly.
And she has the fastest personal best in the field.
The legend of the Polish distance team, Renata Please, ever present. There's Walcott Nolan for Great Britain. Her PB was, I would say her PB was 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10:07.
Okay.
So
I think I feel like she's definitely a better athlete than that.
Yeah.
I assume she just hasn't run a 3,000 for a while. Let me check her power of 10.
It's probably that sort of unusual distance because it's not Olympic, but it's not namby-pamby, is it?
No, exactly.
You'll see it at the Diamond Leagues.
Yeah, let me just check her to
German
be fair.
athletes is such a small build compared to the rest of them, and
Yeah, Walcott Nolan ran that PB in
oh,
2011,
nice.
so 10 year
Okay.
a 10-year-old PB. But she did run 9:09 indoors this year. So
I mean, I said the German athlete was small. The Portuguese athlete's even smaller.
yeah, she did. She ran 9:09. Oh, it wasn't indoor. Sorry, that was a 9:09 split in a 5K. So there you go, whatever that means. So we'll hopefully get a massive minute PB here for Walcott Nolan, unless they jog like the men's 15.
Renata wouldn't let them jog, surely.
No, she likes a true run race.
Saying that, Renata's gone straight to the back.
Yeah, this doesn't look promising so far.
No.
Nice gentle jog. Oh man. Maybe oh no, I can see Renata's barging through on the inside now. Maybe
I am not having this.
um yeah, no, they're yeah. I mean, I guess for a Reveille Walcott Nolan, she's more of a she's a 201 800-meter runner. So she will enjoy this slow pace.
Yeah. I do find it a bit curious how in the European Team Championships they include both the 3,000 and the 5,000.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose there's not time for a 10,000, and I'm not sure many athletes would want to do a 10,000 anyway, so that could be the reasoning for it.
Yeah, I do like the 3,000 though. It is a nice distance.
Yeah.
And I guess Euro Team Champs because you don't really get people doubling up, so it's nice. It gives someone a chance. Someone like Walcott Nolan who probably wouldn't have been the first pick for a 5 or a 15. Well, yeah, some more info in the chat. She was an 800-meter specialist. That's what I thought. She was an 800-meter runner. That's why I was confused as to why she was doing the 3. At least do the 15. But yeah, there you go. Trained a bit with her the winter before last, and she's been moving up the distances. Well, give us more intel on her training. Keen to know.
What exercises has she been doing?
Yeah. No, she's a 4:11 1500-meter runner. But still, she ran a PB of 2:01 over 800 this year, just 2 weeks ago. So that 2:01.06 ran at Wormwood Scrubs of all places. Is that the Polish triple jumper jumping near 14 meters? She's never jumped over 14 before.
No, I think that might be a new personal best for her.
So yeah, this is good from the Polish field eventers.
Yeah, she's trying to get those points for the team.
Yeah, she's still a little bit to give on the board there as well. Yeah, she's happy that she's set a PB, not quite 14 with 13.96. But yeah, she'd have hit the board right. That'd have been well over 14.
Yeah, I think it said that the wind was 2 meters per second. So I think just legal.
Yeah, the wind's been pretty good today. Very well behaved. We've not had many windy events or anything. So it looks like they're on for a 9:40-ish pace, 9:45-ish.
Oh, I'm completely wrong about the wind. It was 0.2 meters per second.
Yeah, no. So they're not going too quick here. So this will definitely suit Walcott Nolan.
Laps around Battersea Park was our trainer.
There you go.
Cool to know.
Well, it does look like she's just looking at. Well, that's where she seems to run a few races as well, by the looks of it. Yeah, so to run 2:01 this year, she'll be enjoying this pace.
Yeah. I mean, she's looking comfortable at this pace. She's, I'd say, quite focused and just sort of trying to keep it sort of monitoring what everyone else is doing from the pack.
Oh, Naomi's just. I was going to say what's Naomi jumped. Manisha just said 14 meters, but they're just about to show it. I was going to say
Spoilers.
she's next on the list, but that's good to know. She does look like she's got more speed this year on the runway, I have to say. Yeah, just over 14 with a 14:01. And she's not smiling.
Yeah, just completely. She heard what I was saying. She wants to join the sassy club.
Yeah, I do love Naomi though. She's definitely our hope in the triple jump, and I do feel like she can push on to the 1450s at some point soon. And it's good to see because I feel like she's had a couple of lean years since that breakthrough in 2018
Yeah,
when she made the final in Berlin, PB, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm pleased to see she's now 14 meters is now the norm for her, which is good.
yeah. That she sort of looked at it and thought, yeah, that's standard. It wasn't. I think she definitely wants bigger after the sort of distances she was approaching in Gateshead. Still not
Yeah,
really in from Mamona there.
no. Hmm.
I suppose it does can take her some time for her composition to build up.
Yeah, I agree. That is one of the kind of weaknesses of her in a way that she often does leave it late and only 4 jumps, or maybe even 3 if she's not in the top 4. So yeah, might only see one more jump from her.
Just having a look at what's going on the 3000. So yeah, they're still all together.
Still jogging.
Eckhart's on the runway in the triple jump. Apologies for the siren passing at the moment.
Well, hey, it's very loud.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting to see who actually makes the top 4 in this triple jump to get that final jump.
Because, I mean, yeah, so many contenders here. I'd say on paper, I'd probably say Pelletero, Mamona, Ogbetter, and Eckhart, but it's not looking that way at the moment.
Exactly. And with the Polish athlete jumping a PB, the French athlete over 14, yeah, it might not be those 4. Well, the pace is picking up a little bit, down under the 9:30 estimated target, around 9:25. So it's going to be a PB regardless for Walcott Nolan, but
Yeah.
it's just with her pace, over 15 and 8, she could enjoy this last few hundred meters.
She's slotting in nicely into third there, as it looks like the field's starting to string out a bit more.
Yeah, this is her kind of territory now, I think. Looking
Portuguese
more like
athlete dropping off the pace, I think.
it is already looking more like a 15-800 kind of race now, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's playing into her hands. Hopefully, she can get a respectable result for the team.
Yeah, I mean they've basically bring it down to around the 9:20 pace. It's obviously still not incredibly fast, but it's a tactical affair as always at the European Team Champs in the distance race.
See if we get any turns of pace at the bow.
Well, it looks like they're kind of getting a bit more position. So, a bit of a stumble there between the French and the Italian. That's really benefited Walcott Nolan, who went from, by default, gone from 4th to 2nd.
Yeah, that could prove decisive in the final result. The Italian's back up to 2nd for the moment, but she looks to be struggling after that.
The French athlete's a bit out the back door, and she kind of also tripped up Renata Piste a little bit as well.
Yeah, the French athlete looks quite pained from that. I hope she's okay.
But Walcott Nolan's now overtaking the Italian into 2nd, and
yeah, she's still looking very comfortable. I think she could potentially take the win here.
Yeah, it's Rodriguez of Spain who's leading with about 150 to go, but Walcott Nolan's the one with the pace. If she can time this right in the last 100, this could be a nice, easy win. Yeah, she's looking very comfortable here.
She's just, and yeah, Rodriguez is sort of starting to show some pain on her face. As yet,
this is great. Yeah, this is a very beautiful last lap from Walcott Nolan there. And a PB by almost a minute. despite it being a terrible pace.
Do you think I can imagine sort of some of the athletes might look on the list and she's got a terrible PB, not pay much attention to that.
Yeah, but she probably didn't even have a Euro rank.
I still don't understand how that works because Vetter had #2 Euro rank.
Yeah, who's better than
javelin.
Vetter?
Is the Lesney still on the list somehow?
Yeah. Let's just watch this incident. Oh, she tripped. The French athlete tripped on whilst on roller, I think. Oh no, she didn't. She just tripped of her own accord. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to tell. But literally took the Italian athlete out with her,
Yeah.
who then pushed her just for annoyance.
For good measure.
But no, that was a very well judged last 2 laps there from the British athlete to get the win.
Get the maximum points. Help Britain's placing on the scoreboard there.
Yes, so hopefully we can head back over to the triple jump because I want to see what's going on there.
But also, didn't mention the PBs for Rodriguez in 2nd and Maggiore in 5th for Italy.
Despite being shoved everywhere.
Yeah.
Where was Renata? That's what we want to know.
4th.
Ah, not to be.
Not to be.
Oh yeah, good win there. Good points for Britain as well. Because Italy a bit further down. I think not much change in the triple jump. Looking at the results, Naomi's about to go and she's still in 2nd with a 14:01.
See if we get a shot of her.
As we see the leaderboard changing again, Britain up to 3rd by half a point, and just 2.5 off the lead of Germany. So this
Very tight.
This could be, if Naomi can keep in the top 2 or 3 here, this could be a good point swing that could see us maybe nearer the top of the leaderboard by the end of the first day, which would be nice.
Yeah. And in touch, and normally the leaderboard looks very much decided after the first day.
But it's been very close, hasn't it, between those 4 teams, and I can see that continuing actually through tomorrow. So just seen Naomi's jumped 13:85 in her 2nd round as we go into the 3rd round with the leader, Diallo of France. Oh, whoa, that's just like not even close to making the board.
Oh no, that was... I mean, there was not a mark in the plasticine, but...
No, because she was about a metre over it.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone get it that wrong before. Like, wow. Okay.
Probably me at School Sports Day 2013.
That's, we don't want to hear that you were still at school in 2013. I did triple jump a lot at school as well.
It was always the one event that was left, so it was like, oh, Alex, here you go.
Yeah, I think I was better without the run-up, to be honest. So we used to do stand-in triple jump at primary school, and I was much better at that. Let's see what Momona can do now. Well, she needs to get a result here because she's in 5th place. This is to get in the top 4. Oh, no, she's not going to do it.
No, but...
So that's Portugal's hopes. Really struggling now.
She looks a bit frustrated there, but I suppose, the format of this doesn't benefit her brilliantly.
Yeah.
But even so, I think she'll be disappointed not to have done better there. I'm disappointed that we haven't actually seen Pelletero.
No, we haven't actually seen her yet, have we? She's only down in 6th, so maybe we'll see her next jump if there's a bit of a gap between now and the relays. Just thanks everyone for joining us still. We're still going. We've been 2.25 hours of our lovely chat. Hope you're enjoying it. Thanks everyone for being in the chat as well. We've enjoyed reading your messages. As we see Eckhart just again run through. They're not having a good 3rd round so far.
I think the wind may have picked up a bit. The wind readings are looking a bit stronger than in the earlier rounds.
Yeah, you're right.
Actually does. So whether that is now a factor.
Bit more of a headwind, so maybe move your run-ups a little bit.
And it's looking to be quite well. We started off with plus 1.1, and we're now to roughly -1. So it's the wind is changing as well.
Yeah, yeah. I think this is looking good for Naomi though. She's got one in, which is good.
Alright,
Right, let's
here
see
is
what
Pelotero.
see what she can do. She's again someone who, like Momona, really should be doing a little bit better. But she's always a bit of a clutch jumper, I think.
Yeah.
This is effectively a final round qualification jump. You need to make the final.
She's seeming a bit more muted than she normally is on the runway.
Yeah,
Especially indoors, you'll see her screaming and making sure the whole arena's looking at her.
yeah. Let's see what she can do here. Oh, she's good on the board. Ooh, that's gonna be really close. If she's gonna, I don't think it'll be enough actually to make the.
No, it's hard to see how the lines are projected on, and
She's had 1388 and a 1387, and to be honest, that was probably around the same. She needs 1396 to get into the top four.
1391. It's saying.
Yeah, not enough. So that's good. So Naomi's already guaranteed.
Yeah, from a
top
British
four.
perspective. And Poland in the top four. I don't think they were expecting
No,
it
I mean,
at the start of this competition.
Well, we said at the start she was the only one not over 14 meters, and she's managed to make it into the final round. So yeah, good for her.
And can the Italian athlete make any inroads before? Well, yeah, the top four will be decided after this jump.
I mean, we said Spain and Portugal aren't really in contention for the overall competition here, but Italy are, and just 1 point here, giving away a lot to Britain and Poland and Germany.
Either way, she's a long way adrift, but every point counts.
Well, that was better, but I still think it's might drag her up to sixth. Yeah, I don't think it. Oh no, just 1 centimetre shy. She remained in seventh, but 1 centimetre behind Momona and 3 behind Pelotero.
So, Shostak is next. Will we see her even improve even further on her personal best?
Yeah, this is the whizzing through. Obviously, it's only 7 competitors and 3 jumps and then the extra 4, so you're only getting 25 jumps in total.
Who says you need a final 3 format to get field events on the TV?
Exactly. Yeah, let's see if we can get a 14-metre jump at last for Poland. She was very happy with her first attempt.
As she should be. That's a big personal best for her.
She kind of, that was. She kind of, I thought she bailed on the hop phase, but then kind of still, she got a very good step phase actually. Something that we kind of wish Rojas had. For those that didn't see Doha yesterday, with a Rojas jumping 15-15 with 29 centimeters to spare on the board. Oh wow, it's crazy. That's over a meter further than what we're getting today. But yes, better than actually. I was going to say the same thing. She's smiling because she knows she's made the last 4, so she knows she's got 2 more jumps to go.
There's a characteristic smile now.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get another 14-meter jump here.
She's got quite a fluffy pair of shorts on. But...
Yeah, I noticed that in Gateshead she loves the flappy shorts. Not technically the best jump she's ever had. She seems to. So she's got good pace this year on the runway, I think, and a little bit shy of the board there. But she just seems to jump. I don't know. She seems to sit back on the jump a little bit, and her legs have opened a bit wider. So I don't know. It's looking good at the first start of the the hops. Okay, step was then the jump just looking a bit messy.
Yeah. But at the same time, if she's she looks like she knows what she's doing wrong,
Yes.
and if there is something wrong, then there's something that can hopefully make it go further. And if she is jumping these sorts of distances with these little issues, it can be fixed. It is promising.
Yeah, but I mean, she's already still in second with just the final 4 jumps to go.
Yeah. Astrolabe telling us in the chat, just for interest, that the winning height at the Russian National Championships in the high jump was 2 meters 26, with Daniel. I'm terrible with Russian names. Siplakov.
It's the Blackov. Speaking of Russians, I may as well plug my podcast while I'm here.
Please do.
I had Daria Kleshina as my guest on my podcast, just launched yesterday. So if you want to go on My Defining Moments podcast, you can listen to Daria Kleshina chat and meet with me for about an hour and a quarter. We had a nice chat. So she said some good things. I just checked actually, she is the championship record holder in the European Team Champs. So we'll see her name on the list at the long jump tomorrow.
I imagine that was from Chebok Sari in 2015.
I will double check actually when.
Okay, but either way, it was. I would definitely recommend Chris's podcast. It was like a fascinating chat with Kleshina, sort of, and how she coped with being the only Russian competitor at the 2016 Olympics and the attention that brought, and also just talking about her career in general. It was a very good listen.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was good to talk about. I asked about long jump runways and how they differ at different stadiums, and she gave some good insight into the Mondo track being the faster ones, which they prefer because they prefer to have obviously more speed. So there lots of insight into that kind of stuff. And she's jumping well again. She's back over 7 meters this season already. So maybe she'll be, because she said she's probably going to call time on her career in the next year or so. So it'd be nice to see her actually perform at an Olympics.
Yeah.
Obviously, she's obviously a bit of a mess in Rio because it was all last minute.
It is sort of. I remember sort of being there that night, and of course there was all of this weird controversy going on with her and this sort of alleged positive doping test that was probably linked to Russian interference somehow. But it's sort of like throughout all of that, I didn't actually sort of think how she would be coping with it.
Yeah, she said like the attention was all on her, the press was all on her, paparazzi were following her around. It was tough because she was the only Russian there. She said she didn't really have anyone to talk to either. That was a good jump from the pole there. Very good on the board, and she finished on a 13.84, so good day's work.
Yeah. I'll just be one moment. I need to leave the room for a moment. I'll leave you everyone in your care.
I will waffle on through the triple jump. Yeah. Just off Vetter next to go in second place. So she just needs another 12 centimeters to get the win. She's obviously jumped really well at Gateshead. Shame about she had a plus 2.2 following win on that 14.29 jump, I think it was, that she had. So hopefully she can pull a big one out the bag here and get the win for Great Britain, because we need the points. And it'd be nice to see Naomi jump a PB actually. I don't know, was her PB still from Berlin? I'll just check.
I am now back. Sorry, I had to discuss dinner with my family.
What's on the menu?
Lasagna.
Oh, good choice. I'm just checking. I've forgotten what Naomi Vetter's PB is. It is 14.15, yes, from Berlin. I thought as much. So hopefully she can get close to that as she takes the runway. And way behind the board again. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with her jump. She did the leg shoot there, but didn't even finish it before she landed.
Yeah, it's almost she just sort of plummets like a stone on the. Yeah,
she's checked every time now. She's going to check into the board and actually hindered herself because she's probably was going to hit the board.
Yeah,
she didn't need to take that little step there, and the hop and the step are fine. It's just that last phase just not quite clicking yet, but. Good day at the office all round still to get over 14. She'll be happy with that. And here's our winner.
surprise winner probably. So
Yeah, yeah. Um, let's see if she can improve on her 14-12 from the first round. Oh, it's looking good. Yeah, around 14. Not quite the win, but she hit the board that time. That's the main thing. I've not been across the GOTSIS results of late.
I have not been as much as I planned either.
Just before the relays, shall we have a little gander at what's going on? Because they must be close to the last few track events.
I've been struggling to find a good live results page for GOTSIS.
Yeah, I did have one open on my phone. Let me have a look. It's a shame these two events are clashing, really.
Yeah.
As we said. Yeah, this is the actual main one, isn't it? The meeting at Gertzis, meeting-gertzis.at should have them all, I think.
Can't seem to see it on there, but
I mean, yeah.
I'm notorious for just completely missing the results page.
What I'll do is I'll just go to the decathlete.
Here we are. It's literally on the home page.
Okay. Update me.
So, in the 400 meters, got lots of races to look over. Well, will be the fastest race will be. So 47 point. So they're yet to take the track in the 400 meters. Are they? Wait, oh no, sorry, it's laid out in a weird way. Yeah, 47.65 for Piers Lepage in 400 meters. Damien Warner 47.90 and Kai Kazmarek 48.18. And then Rick Tam 48.13. And anyone?
So have we got an actual leaderboard then?
Total result. Here we are. Yeah. So in the decathlon, Damien Warner is on 4,743 points. I actually can bring this across to the other tab. What am I going to do?
So just before, I'll just interject. Say we're Britain are half a point off the lead now as we go into the 4x1 relay. Yeah, we'll discuss GOTSIS actually when we'll just get through these relays. I didn't think they'll be ready yet, but they're ready with the relays. So we'll just get you through these last two races, and then we'll discuss the day at GOTSIS as well.
Yeah.
I don't even know who's in the teams, to be honest. So let's see. Polish team coming up next. They've got. Well, they've not got Little Miss Consonant, who won the 100 flat earlier. British team is Beth Dobbin to Amali Lantico to Bianca Williams to Desiree Henry.
I quite like that. It's an unusual team that we don't see often, but it's a strong team nonetheless.
Yeah, safe to put Beth on first leg, I think. I guess Imana usually runs second, her or Desiree. But I guess with Desiree not been in the team for a while, good sense to put her on last, and Bianca's usually on 3. So yeah, makes sense.
So France have Ambisizongo on their second leg. Who else stands out? Jennifer Montag on her first leg for Germany. Lisa Meyer second. Haase at third leg, and Nipken on anchor.
I guess we'd expect Germany maybe to win this. I don't know.
I'd say Germany or Britain, but then, although I'm not particularly familiar with the Polish team, you can never write them off.
Exactly. Yeah, this will be good to see because it's not obviously our usual team. This is looking at what they've been running. I mean, Best more 200, 400. Bianca's probably more of a 200 runner, obviously. So yeah, let's see what they can do here. just get the baton round.
That is true. We're used to seeing the elite team, which is not too much of a problem nowadays.
Yeah,
the top
exactly.
team, I should say, not the elite team, but
Okay, they're off on my feed, and we've got a nice camera angle. I'm liking this. Yeah, solid start from Beth. Maybe Poland just with the marginal lead. Nice change to Amani. Yeah, it's looking pretty even. Maybe Germany and Britain just ahead of Poland. Better change for the Brits there than the Germans, but the Germans have got the inside stagger.
And the Polish changeover has been looking quite messy so far.
Oh, the last German runner's got off way too soon and didn't get the baton. Desiree's got it in the lead.
Lovely from Britain.
Very nice. And yeah, easy win. 43.37. Not our fastest time. I mean, not gonna lie, I don't think Desiree looked amazing on the anchor there because I think the rest of them were reading her in a little bit. But yeah, job done.
Yep, get those points for Britain.
Yeah, that was some solid changeovers. I say all the British changeovers were very good there.
Yeah,
no risk needed. And yeah, definitely a good job all round.
Yeah.
Let's just watch the replays of the. Sorry, you can talk through the replays of the changeovers if you like.
Well, I was just going to say that on the first changeover, I'm not sure exactly what happened, but the outgoing Polish runner always looked annoyed. I can't tell. She had her arms.
I'm so sure
it looked
celebrating
okay.
or complaining.
It was that she was just maybe she was just cheering for her teammate, but she looked quite angry there. Messy second German changeover, not brilliant from the Poles either.
Let's go back to the first one again. I think she was just excited, the Polish lady.
Okay. I honestly thought the way that she spread her arms that something had gone wrong.
So who was the last on anchor for Germany? Because she was way too soon.
That was Nipgun, which is not a name I'm familiar with.
Yeah, not even close. She was way too soon.
Bianca
ran a good. I thought Bianca ran a good bend for Britain.
Yeah.
I guess that's the first time I've seen her since she's become a mother.
Yes.
So nice to see her back in a British vest. Yeah, it's a shame we kind of don't. Well, do we get splits for the 4x1? Because it'd be nice to see. So it looked to me like Bianca and Amani ran okay. And Beth had a solid start. I mean, we don't really see Beth in the 4x1, so.
No, it doesn't look like we've got splits, at least not yet. And then so that means that the men's 4x1 will be starting in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So we've got on the British team, Efaloko to Edinburgh to Gordon to Fearon.
That well-known team.
Yeah. Ooh, I suppose it's that Fearon sort of the forgotten man who has run sub 10 for Britain.
Yeah.
But he's done it because he's much more associated as a bobsleigh brakeman nowadays.
I mean, he's an Olympic medalist.
Yes.
Which we don't really flag up enough, I suppose. This is I'm a bit worried about this team, if I'm being honest, but we can rely on the women these days to get the job done.
Yeah.
Men still TBC on a few others. It's not. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really know much about Samuel Gordon on the third leg. Let me just have a look at the power of 10 and see if I can learn anything new.
So Italy's team, Catanea to Desalu to Manenti to Pata.
So I'll just go through the British team again. So Efaloku has run 20.36 PB at Loughborough just last weekend. So yeah, he's in PB shape, obviously. And then obviously we've seen OJ already. And then what did I say? Samuel Gordon is trained by Matt Elias in Cardiff, and he's run 10.43 this year with a PB of 10.30. And then obviously we know, like you say, we know Joel Fairman. But so Joel has run this year. I just checked. Yeah, he ran at Nuneaton a couple of weeks ago, 10.4. But I don't remember seeing him run much since he ran sub 10.
No, and that sub 10 sort of came very much out of the blue. Sort of, yeah, completely forgotten. But that was the fastest man for the fastest man ever any Brit back yet, wasn't it?
Yeah, and yeah, just checking. Yeah, he hasn't. He actually had that race at Nuneaton, and the 16th of May was his first race since 2017. Since July 2017.
Yeah, just looking down
Years.
the teams for the men's 4x1, there's not a lot. I wouldn't say any country's really sending their A list here.
No.
And Manish just asked, have we ever led after day one?
I don't think not in the European Team Champs.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't remember that at all. Because early days it was Russia. Most years.
Yeah, let me just.
But
check.
yeah, we're
I mean,
half a point behind Germany at the moment. I feel anything could happen. There's a lot of unknown quantities in this relay to come.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I think we just need to focus on getting a baton around here because we can't be losing points.
Yeah.
And to be honest, looking at obviously we've finished second and third at the Team Champs before, but we've never won it. Is this our best chance, do you think, maybe to actually win this tournament?
Potentially, I think it's recent years Britain has not sent the team that we've sent has not matched the level that other countries have sent. We've been sending
since Gateshead, to be honest, in 2013.
Yeah,
was the last team we sent.
And then I think due to the pandemic, it's instead of us sort of reaching that level, it seems everyone else has sort of perhaps dropped a bit down to our level.
Yeah.
But so it is probably the best chance we've had in a long time.
Yeah, no, I agree, and it's going to be things like this with the relay where we just need to get the baton round, and and maybe be top 3. That'd be nice. Yeah, but like you said, there's not massive names in any of the other teams either. So
no.
Yeah, well, I don't think we ever have led after day one. Let me just have a look through the archives.
I'll say because it was early, early days. Must have always been Russia that was leading, sort of 2009.
Yeah, so they only really get final standings. Yeah, because obviously there's been years when Russia have been stripped of the win, and we've been promoted to second overall, but we've never actually won it. In fact, only 3 teams have ever won it. Poland obviously being the most recent, and then Russia and Germany. So yeah, let's fingers crossed we can actually get the win this time. But yeah, let's see how the guys get on the relay before we get too carried away with ourselves.
Because we are still half a point behind Germany at the moment.
Yeah. There's a wave at them.
Quite happy, and
just wave at them.
Seems to be that. I mean, they seem to have bated breath there for this relay.
Yeah, well, we all do. The prayer circle of the relay is here.
We ask the relay gods to be kind.
Yeah, come on. That's no early people leaving going too early on the changeovers. We need to have some safe changeovers. Okay, Efaloku in his block, ready to go. Yeah, off they go.
And they're away from me as well.
Yeah, Efaloku's run a great first leg, I have to say.
Yeah,
definitely leading.
Lots of ground made up on the Italians there.
Very, very safe change to OJ, who's probably leading it. Oh, it's a bit of a stumble there from Gordon. Messy changeover.
Oh.
I think he got it in the changeover zone, but he seemed to have his hand on it and then just not take it.
Yeah.
And Joel, very safe changeover there as well. Joel probably could have gone a bit earlier.
So Germans leading with some
God.
solid changeovers.
And everyone else has gone past Britain, and it's
Yeah.
a solid sixth place there.
So yeah, Britain will not be leading overnight.
Yeah, well done, Germany. That was a good race. I mean, probably our slowest relay I could think in years.
I mean, I'm sure there's Athletics World Cup 2018.
I don't know. We must have been maybe even were we even under 40 in that race? Let's
I wasn't paying too much attention. I was in a tiger costume. So.
but we must have, I don't know. Let's what were we in this race? 39-39. Okay. Mm, yeah. Let's just look at these changeovers. Yeah, that was a safe one. The first we were definitely leading after the first changeover. Well done to Efaloku. He would star of the team today. This changeover here definitely cost us. I don't know what happened. It seemed like he had the baton. He seemed to have it, and they just didn't seem to take it. And fearing, yeah, could have gone quicker. We were definitely second or third in terms of actually getting to the last man, but he just didn't seem to have the acceleration. And then
Just looked up the team at the Athletics World Cup did run faster, in fact.
so
38.97.
And who was in that team?
Ruben Arthur, Sam Gordon, Andy Robertson, and Confidence Lawson.
Well, Sam Gordon there, the common factor. No, I think, yeah, I think maybe only Efaloku can hold his head high there.
Yeah. That's not updated. Oh, because I'm on the start list, that's what's not updated.
That must be one of our worst ever finishes in the 4x1, aside from when we've not finished.
Yeah.
Um,
I suppose, yeah, be grateful that we got the baton around. There's still some points there.
yes, yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah. Would have been nice to have beaten a couple of the teams above us, but hey ho.
So yeah, that will put Britain in third overnight behind Poland and Germany.
Still, it's got to be close though, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it this close in a long time.
No.
We're only half a point behind Poland and 5.5 points behind Germany there.
Yeah,
Italy
Italy have dropped off
points.
more than I thought they would, but Germany have. Given they messed up the women's relay there, I'm surprised they're still that far ahead. Actually.
Spain are disqualified in the women's relay.
Yeah, I'm surprised that that Germany are that far ahead. But I mean, looking ahead to day two, we've still got Jake Whiteman to come. Beth Dobbin not in good shape there as well. Maybe I'm not sure would our field event be as good tomorrow. I guess we've got Emily Borthwick and women's shot put, and we've also got. Oh yeah, I don't know who we've even got in the men's triple. Or the women's long jump.
Let's have a look. So men's triple. So we've got Nathan Douglas.
Of course we have. I should have known.
And the women's long jump, we have. Let me see the word. Lucy Hadaway.
Okay. So, but then again, it's people like that who could just bring a surprise. And there's Maria Vicente, as we said, not in Gotsis.
Yeah, and it's not the most amazing field there. I think it could be anyone's game really there.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I mean, it is close, like we say, 15 points separating the top 6 countries. Obviously, Portugal are pretty much going home, going to be relegated down. But yeah, it really is up for grabs tomorrow, and it's going to be down to those kind of people getting thirds and fourths that are going to hopefully win it for us. But yeah, French relay team's looking very happy.
And we need to. I mean, Spain look confident of staying up, so yet likely that it will be Madrid 2023 unless they choose to host it as part of the European Games.
Yes. So who's obviously I would ask for your performance of the day, but we're both going to say Vetter. So,
Yes.
okay, we'll say non-Vetter performance of the day.
Non-Vetter performance of the day. Ooh, that is a tough one. I'll let you go first.
Okay, I think probably. I was going to say I'll say the race of the day, but probably for me actually was the men's 5,000 because they went for it. It was good pace. We had two PBs. We knew Cripper was going to win, but it was still nice to see them actually go for a good time. Yeah, and what 10 or 11 second PB from the British guy, and yeah, who have you thought of one yet?
Yeah, I was thinking perhaps the men's shot put. We had an interesting competition. Heretic, Scott Lincoln getting his way into the top four. I did very much enjoy that.
Yeah, definitely. And from a British point of view, I don't know. We've had some good wins, good results. Um, I mean, for me, I think maybe Ellie Baker was
Uh,
the pick.
I'd say in the women's 3000.
Okay, yeah, Walcott Nolan.
Yeah, we were.
She's
I wasn't expecting a win there, and so I think that'd be perhaps my British performance of the day there.
oh, hang on. They just updated the team standings.
Oh, we are in first.
We are in first by half a point.
Oh, huzzah, huzzah! Oh yeah, Manish just said, yep.
I'm assuming that's because they've added in both relays. How do we
Maybe,
get? How do we gain on everybody else? Or maybe that
maybe it
includes
was.
the triple jump as well. I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows? But okay, we are in first. Huzzah!
And then yeah, only well yeah, half 1.5 points separating the top three.
That is very close to the top, so it could.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, Britain has never won it as the European Team Championship, so maybe now is the time.
yeah, yeah. This would be nice, especially if we could host it again. That'd be good.
It's not Eurovision. Doesn't
I know.
work like that.
No, but I feel like I know it should be. I feel like it should be. It's every 2 years. It's why not? Why not? We haven't even hosted the European champs yet, so let's not get carried away.
And yeah, that's been going since what, the 30s.
So yeah, the feed has ended for me.
Yeah.
Should we just quickly go over to Gotsis and just see what's been happening there? Because we've
Yeah.
obviously, I think that should all be finished now, as we've said. And we'll just quickly review that, and that'll take us to 3 hours.
Get our hours up for the month. Do this. There we are. So, here we are with the Gotsis results on the screen. I'll just adjust it a bit. So yeah, these are the standings at the end of day one. So Annie Kuntz for the USA with what looks like a solid shot put, 15.22. Anouk Vetter in second. Of course, we know that she's got a very strong javelin in the second day.
Yeah.
And she's very much in 27 points behind, so not far at all. And Krishan third. Good to see that she's finally sort of up there this year.
Yeah.
Because she's always the unsung hero of the team.
Yeah, we kind of.
Koala in fourth.
Yeah, for those of you that joined us with Gabby yesterday, she kind of mentioned those three, didn't she? Really, like Kuntz was the one to watch out for, and Vetter was on the comeback trail, and obviously I asked about Krishan, and we said she's solid, so
yeah,
kind of going to plan really.
I mean, a lot of the other Americans have bowed out. That's perhaps not too surprising given how soon the American Championships are.
Yeah.
And that is where the places will be decided, not by selectors. But yeah, it looks like it's been a very interesting day there. In the heptathlon. And then if we head over to, let's go to. So Damien Warner, unsurprisingly, well ahead after his first two events. Fellow Canadian Pistol in second there.
That's very good from the Canadians. Could we? Well, I didn't realise Van der Platsen was doing that well. Good to see him up in fifth. Doing it for the older guys. Rick Tam. I think we need to watch out for Rick Tam with his 1500. time. Yeah, let's. Where's? Oh yeah, we said where would Ehammer be if had he jumped? Do we think if he's still
So
going?
is he? Oh, so he only did the shot put.
Okay.
Um, so wow, he's quite a good jumper. I presume he'd be 8 meters ish. So that would give him over 1,000 points there with that. So that would have made him 30, 9, 12. I'm not even doing maths properly in my head.
Were you both looking a bit further down? I know he usually has a better second day, doesn't he?
His
But
new haircut's not helping him brilliantly.
I didn't think he looked that good in the 100. Actually, I thought he looked a little bit laboured from when I saw this morning. He had loads of strapping on his legs. But obviously, Nicholas Cowell's still around with his big javelin to come. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's been a fun day. I mean, it's very much the Damien show that it often is at Grotsis. But there's still a lot else. If only Gabby were here, she could talk us through.
Yeah. We'll watch tomorrow and we'll see what happens, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, it should be good.
I was going to say, we've got a few viewers, so as we're wrapping up, we might as well try and find some stream to raid.
Yeah, why not? I mean, we'll see. We'll let you know if we're going to do this again tomorrow because it's been fun. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I've enjoyed it very much, and we've had a decent number of people, so I hope that they've enjoyed it as well.
Given the BBC didn't give us any commentary, I'm assuming, I don't know if they'll try and get someone for tomorrow because of people were not happy on Twitter. But maybe they'll give us a call. You never know.
We may not give the right tone for it with it.
No, we had a little bit more light-hearted chat, but it was good fun nonetheless.
Yes.
But yeah, I enjoyed day one of the European Team Champs. It was maybe a little bit better than I was expecting.
Yeah, I think the same. We had lots of tight competitions there.
Yeah, so I think it's on a little bit earlier tomorrow, isn't it? 11:55. I think.
Yes.
Let me just check. I'll just check it on the TV guide right now. But I'm pretty sure it's on a little bit earlier. So, yeah, 11:55 to 3:25 p.m. So we might be around for that if anyone wants to join us.
And I mean, I've had a good time, so I might do it. But yeah, thank you for joining us. I suppose we'll wrap up soon. I'll put through a raid. I found a music channel that will give a listen to. There's so many talented people on Twitch that I'm sure they'll be brilliant. So I'll send you over there if you want to stick around, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Yeah, so thanks for joining us, and see if anyone sticks around. And they should be gone now, so right now.